Hours of power.
Debates. Open your minds.
Hours of power.
And so a community is where you control your police, you control your commerce, you control your education, you control your house. We don't control none of that. We live in a hood. Huh? Well, what about the Negroes that get out? Oh, well, see, my cousin, they say he's a multi-millionaire, almost got $1 billion. Three PhDs, working on 2 more. Driving down the street in Chicago in his Rolls Royce, enjoying himself, and he hears these sirens and looks through the mirror and sees this cop car flashing lights. He squeezed the steering wheel, man. Heart beats fast. Because he knows the price of a Negro, what it could be. And then when that cop car passed him by, he said, thank God he wasn't after you in the first place, punk. That Negro thing you can't get away from. It's universal. They wasn't coming after you. With all your millions, with your Rolls Royce, with your PhD, didn't help. That's the hood. Why do you think you never pick up the paper until you read over and over and see white families? You think it's thousands of black cops in America. Why don't you see white families crying as black cops shot my loved one 42 times in the back of the head? Why do you think black cops are that? You think they're more spiritual? Think they're better? No! They got enough sense to know that white folks ain't gonna tolerate it. And I will stop in our neighborhood when we decide we will not tolerate it. Now, if we was organized, which is hard to organize people who are just gonna run crazy and you don't know you're crazy. But if we were, with the money we have, and the many people who would come to our aid that don't know what it's like to be a Negro, and if we said, look, we saying, if we don't get a federal law to deal with police brutality, that anytime a cop or anybody carry a gun, have to have a license just like you do to drive a car. And if you use it wrongly, you'll lose your license. And if it's upheld, you can never work again as a cop or a store guard or a private detective. How do you get Congress to push that through? Well, you take your economic power and you call on your friends, black, white, young and old, and say, this coming Christmas, if we don't have a federal law to outlaw police brutality by law, then we call them for a nationwide boycott of Christmas and start on Thanksgiving. Well, let me tell you what that means. 79% of all retail in America happens between Thanksgiving and Christmas. People stay in business all year, lose money just for Christmas, huh? Well, what happens now? Sac Fifth Avenue, Toys R Us, Sears and Roebuck, Westinghouse. They will get the bill, and all they got to do is make one phone call and say, Harry, that's the senator, I want that bill pushed through in 3 days. Okay, it's an economic thing. It's that simple. But we have the power, but the system has wiped us out so bad.
Hours of power.
Antonio Lincoln 6. Go ahead. We have a suspect down 10-4. That's 10-4. The officer's code 4. We have one suspect that's been shot.
Open your minds. Peace, folks. Welcome back to another edition of the Popular Thought Series right here on the old T.P.O.T. YouTube page. I'm your host, X, of course, but you Negroes knew that already. That's why your black asses are here. Got a good one for y'all tonight. Brother Big J XXX is in the house, and he will be squaring off with Brother S.K.C, Supreme King Coon. So it should be a good one. And they will be debating whether or not the Manosphere 2.0 and the SYSBM lifestyle is a benefit to young black men. Well, I guess in black men in general. So we'll just go with that. But before we get started, y'all know I always start the stream off with thanking you good folks for your likes, your shares, your views, your subs, and of course, your hard-earned pennies, nickels, dimes, quarters, and 50-cent pieces. Because I understand you don't have to do it, man. You don't have to show up to these damn streams. You don't have to like these videos. You don't have to watch them. You don't have to sub to this channel. But you good folks, man, you choose to do so. Night after night, night after night. And you definitely don't have to drop your hard-earned coins on this platform. But you choose to do it, man. And for that, I am humble. I'm honored. I'm appreciative. I'm thankful to you good folks. I don't take you lightly. I never have, and I never will. You got my word on that. I appreciate all you do. And that goes for the people who hang out there and the people who hang out up in here. All right? All right. So let's get at it. I see my combatants have arrived. The one and only Brother Brother S.K.C. And of course, Brother Big J XXX in the house. What's good with it, brothers?
I'm doing all right. Doing fine.
Oh my goodness, Supreme with his goddamn avatars, Bob Charlie. What's good with it, Brother Supreme?
Amazing.
Well, I think I'm going to be keeping time. It's crazy because I was actually watching Brother Keep It Techie today. I was watching him. You know, he was doing an interview talking about tech, and I forgot to even let him know that we was throwing down. So maybe he might come through. I don't know. So y'all are stuck with me. Y'all are stuck with me tonight. Yeah, and I was right over there watching his channel today, too. He was doing a live stream. I ain't even think about saying that. But, all right, let's go ahead and get the parameters of the debate down.
But before you start,
Yeah.
and I know this is a little bit different, but I'm kind of interested as to why Big J XXX was interested in debating me.
Well, actually, Brother Big J, what I'll do is I'll pull up the email because Brother Big J did write me. Let's see if I can find it. He wrote me and he said, let me see, get down here. All right, debate request. He said, I would like to make a request. I want to debate on this topic. Has the Black Manosphere 2.0 / SYSBM benefit black boys / men? And my reference to the opponent is either S.K.C, Little Big Nate, or even the Hood Conservative. Heck, why not ask AJC in Red or Village Arsonist as well? Your name was first on the list, so I hit you up first. That's the email.
Oh, okay. And Big J, I'm just curious. Why me?
Well, it had to do with your appearance on Sheila E's channel, and that's why I said, during that argument between myself and the general, and your involvement in that, I said, well, we need to, we need to cross swords again, because me and you hadn't crossed swords in a long, long time, though. About what, 2 years ago at least. So that's why I put your name on the list.
Amazing.
Amazing. So do we do we have the parameters of the debate set, my brothers? That's what we're debating, right?
Right.
Okay, so I'm assuming you are the affirmative, Brother Supreme.
Yes, I am.
All right, that would make Brother Big J the negative. So Brother Big J will be going first. Let me go ahead and set up the clock and all this shit. All right. Well, let me explain the rules of the debate for those of you in the nosebleed seats who have never been here before. This is how we throw down. We start off with 7-minute opening statements. Each debater has 7 minutes to lay down their premise. Then we go into something called a rebuttal round. There's 2 rebuttal rounds, and those rebuttal rounds are 5 minutes per debater. After that, we go into something called rapid fire. There's no ref, there's no moderator, there is no clock. The brothers engage mano a mano, hand to hand. We do that for a little while. Then we go to closing statements. Closing statements are 7 minutes per debater. Whoever started first now starts last. After that, we go to the polls after the vote. And if the debaters have time, we take questions from the audience. But those questions will not be read unless they are super chatted or cash apped. All right. All right. So go ahead and set up the clock. Get that on the screen. 7 minutes on the clock. Brother Big J, you are up, sir. Pull the trigger. Opening statements.
Greetings and salutations. This is Big JXXX. In the book of Matthew, chapter 7, verse 16, it says, though, do good trees bear bad fruit? Trees should be, whatever works that man does, he should be judged by his works. Same way, similar to what it says on the book of Luke, chapter 6, and 40, the 43rd verse, talking about how for the good trees that does not bear bad fruit, nor does a bad tree bears good fruit. See, a work of men should be bare by the works of men should be judged by the accomplishment that he or they have made. We come to the space for the past 15 years since 2006 and say to ourselves, we need a voice for men. Well, where has this voice for men attained for these past 15, 16 years on social media? Have it become betterment for men, for the heterosexual man here in North America? Have our voices have dimmed the prospect of positivity among ourselves, among the table of nations? As we sit here and actually talk about our issues and debate about them, I feel though that we are not able, or at least deserving, to be sitting ourselves at the table among nations. The civil rights movement began in 1956. No, not 56, 55, with the Montgomery bus drive. But it took to 1964 when you have the Civil Rights Bill 64. But that's less than a 10-year ride. But we are supposed to, in today's era, we are supposed to sit there and advance the cause of men, advance the cause of boys. There still is an educational gap that has not been addressed. What also has not been also addressed is the economic problems between black men and his woman and among other races of people. We have a problem where our issues is now delegated into small barbershop conversations that is insignificant to our issues, side issues like hair weave, long nails, and what Big Booty Brenda's doing. Our problems is bigger than what our complaints are. And we are not establishing ourselves to be competitors among the table of nations. And that is my final analysis. And I'm done, sir.
All right. Brother Supreme, do you want that? Do you want that 323?
Sure, I'll take it.
All right. It's going to be 10:23 on the clock. All right, 10:23 on the clock. Pull the trigger. Opening statements. You're up, sir.
Sure. Well, thank you for having me on for this debate. It was pretty. I wasn't expecting my opponent to be Big J XXX, but nonetheless, since he mentioned that all of this kind of spurred off because of a conversation that took place on another YouTube channel, and led to what we have here today. So Big J has put up before us that whether or not the Black Manosphere and SYSBM has any benefit to young Black men, Black boys. Well, I'll say yes. I'll take the affirmative. In the first place, I'll say that it is allowed young Black men and boys to exercise free speech. Part of being a citizen of this country is having the ability to speak your mind. Now, people don't have to accept everything that you have to say, but you do have the right to speak it. And for a very long time, there hasn't been a lot of venues for Black men to exercise that right in America, particularly when it has to do with their own community, as it were, family life, things that have to do with children, women, government, the whole nine. There has not been a large venue for any of those things to take place. Another thing that the Black Manosphere 2.0 and also SYSBM has benefited Black boys and men with is that it has created venues of business for men who are entrepreneurially minded. Creators such as O'Shea, Mad Bus Driver, Bernard Riley, Angry Man, Obsidian, Kevin Samuels, Xavier of T.P.O.T of the Prophet of Thought, Ike Ogamin, BGS, Mr. Fantastic, even some ladies such as JXXX, the ladies over at the Breakdown, you Little Big Nate, Theo Waff. They have all allowed people to make money, and a small economy has been created. So that has been a benefit for young Black men that are connected to the space. Boys that have been introduced to the space, I know for myself, have contacted me personally about going into graphic design. I've heard others say that they have been contacted by young men getting advice upon trucking, IT, and other business ventures, getting advice on how to proceed. And a lot of those men, like myself, have been able to give advice as to how to fast track things, how to avoid certain expenses that could come along with the fields. They've also showed them shortcuts into how to expedite their careers. Again, these are benefits. The space has also created an exchange of a place to where we can have an exchange of ideas. We can deconstruct faulty claims, such as the one that I'm covering right now. And we can also adopt new ideas or at least refine existing ones into better arguments. Again, all of these are benefits that have come to Black boys and men from a Black Manosphere 2.0 SYSBM. Now, I understand that some people want to put forth bad faith arguments. They have ideas about what people should and shouldn't be talking about and how they should be proceeding in their lives and how they should organize their activities. But yet that goes against the very first point that I made mention of, that of exercising free speech. And a lot of people that are bad faith critics do not like it when men exercise their right to free speech, their ability to talk upon things of which they feel are important to them. So, with that, I'll go ahead and cede the rest of the time to my opponent. I'm very interested to see what he has to say about the three benefits that I just mentioned, and I'll just cover them once more. First, the ability for young Black boys and men to exercise free speech. Number two, all of the avenues of business which have been created in the space in which many Black men here are making money and have basically created a small economy amongst themselves. And then three, the exchange of ideas and the ability to be able to deconstruct faulty claims, such as what we're doing right now. But the rest of the time is his.
All right. Brother Big J, do you want that 357?
Yes, yes. Let me have some of that. Let me have some of that. Here's the thing.
Hold on. It's going to be 8:57. All right, 8:57 on the clock. Go ahead, sir. You are up. This is the rebuttal round. Pull the trigger.
Now, I came here with a rebut to S.K.C's point. He talking about voice, right? The voice for men. Well, Black men has always had a voice since Frederick Douglass, the time of Frederick Douglass, since the time of Booker T. Washington, since Jesse Jackson's two presidential runs in the 80s, since Martin Luther King and Malcolm X and Marcus Garvey of the 20th century. So your point is the voice for men is a fallacy in my analysis here. The point is, does the voice lead to action? Now, of course, the S.K.C mentioned the people who has benefited from the gender wars, but if you really want to advocate for men, it has to be more than just gender war topics. It has to be more than just a gender war against Big Booty Brenda and her badass kids. We are at a time where automation is going to take away jobs. It's going to take away your health, your jobs, and you got a lot of men who are living on the bridges at this point. Complaining and whining about women and their hair weave is not going to solve our goal. And it's not going to solve our goal when you have people who claim to be, who want to put the whole race of women, and no, I'm not caping for these women, but I'm talking about for boys here. Boys cannot benefit when the conversation only circles around what a woman or a group of women are doing. I think we're robbing young men time. I think we are wasting their youth on foolish talk and foolishness. And for that, I'm gonna end it right there.
All right. Do you want that? Do you want that for your rebuttal, Brother Supreme? That would make it 11:49.
Yeah, I'll take it. And I wish to share screen at this moment.
All right. 11:49 on the clock. Pull the trigger.
All right, hold on just a moment. Okay. So sometimes people talk about education. People talk about what young men are at this moment. And I just think that's odd because it's a weird talking point. Because we have heard a lot of things from Black people all throughout the times of which Big J is talking about, from the 50s on up. And all of that stuff has had certain successes, but it has also had certain failures. Big J enters into this space and he wants these men, which represent a very tiny percentage of the population of Black people, to solve all of its problems in less than a decade. And it's an irrational viewpoint. So a lot of times we'll hear people that will get on panels, they'll talk for hours upon hours about criticisms of the space, and they sound like this.
Successful.
Now, because whiteness is able to continually operationalize, we are able to be known in this space, known as the damaged little Black girl.
But yeah, it was a very unique argument from the University of Oklahoma.
Niggas are always in oppositions to governments. War power should not be used against niggas.
At what point did you think we got this?
Before death is eternity, after death is eternity, there is no death, there's only eternity, and I be riding the wings of eternity like, yeah, yeah, yeah. She clack, clack. But see, my flight doesn't go undisturbed because time makes dreams deferred. And on my time is turning my days to daymares, my nightmares turning my past. Clack, clack. The nigga got time beating my ass. And y'all, I be having dreams of chocolate-covered watermelons. Chocolate-covered watermelons. Yeah, yeah, yeah. She clack, clack.
So
I think we lost you, Supreme.
So as I hear arguments like these all over the internet when it comes to what Black men should be doing, what they should be talking about, how they should be organizing, you'll get these guys yelling and hollering and talking about nonsense such as chocolate-covered watermelons. And you know, I know people think that I'm being facetious, that I'm going over the top with it. But I have additional footage which is going to prove my claim. Now, my opponent, he stated that educationally, these young Black boys and men are behind, that they have fallen behind. And we know that the vast majority of children within the community, they are raised by whom? Their mothers. So when we see educational deficits, we can understand where it's coming from. Of course, we can't just say all Black women. No, we can't say that. But we can say that a broken family structure is helping to impede educational growth. I'll share my screen again to get to the second part of what I'm talking about to prove this. And do that right now. Never You're Ready X. Yep. Here's an example of why we're having such a hard time getting ahead and why it's important for this space to exist, to deconstruct thoughts like these.
Why you
Who
keep
came
talking
up
about
with welfare?
percentages?
It wasn't black people.
Who has the highest
Welfare wasn't even
percentage,
for
Pamela?
black people. When they first did welfare, it was for white people and it was for farmers.
And I agree with all of that. I'm just
And
asking.
we couldn't even get it.
I'm just asking, just the economics of it. Who has the highest percentage?
Percentage of what?
Of absentee fathers.
The highest percentage. I don't know. Are you talking about here in the U.S.?
Yes.
Are we going to talk
Yeah,
about
yes. He's talking about the
Okay.
US.
Now, the highest percentage would probably be Latinos.
Okay.
Latinos. But okay, I'm glad you talked about percentages. Now let's talk about raw numbers, though. Who have the highest number? Who have the highest number of actual absentee fathers in this fucking United States of America? Real numbers with real families, with real children who do not have their fathers in front of them. Who have the highest number?
White people.
There you go. So my question to you is this: when we're talking in actual families,
Who's
real
the majority
people,
of the race in this
why
country?
are we talking in percentages instead of real numbers when we're dealing with real people?
Okay, because percentages are real numbers.
No, percentages, dude, that don't even make sense.
Yes, it does.
Percentages are not real numbers.
Yes, they are.
No, they are not.
The main majority of race in this country.
Yes, they are.
White people.
Percentages are not real numbers. Real numbers would be
percentages
0 through 9. Those are real numbers.
I understand that this may be. I understand that this may be difficult, but percentages are real numbers. We use
I'm gonna have to tell you
in
that
order
if you
to
have
do
to
our
take
taxes.
a percentage of a number, then you're not talking about raw data. You're not talking about
do our
real
percentages,
numbers, and
we use percentage to pay our taxes. They are real numbers.
Oh my motherfucking God.
So, again, when we talk about educational deficits and the value of this space, just something as simple as S.K.C. in his Jesse Lee Peterson form, going and speaking to individuals. If there were some young men that were listening into this conversation, or there were some older men who perhaps have been duped into listening to mathematical nonsense such as this, on a very basic level, we're talking about just basic computational math, arithmetic. If Black men and Black boys are getting information such as percentages aren't real numbers, how can you do stuff like taxes? How can you invest? How do you know what your average percentage, the average percentage of your yield of your retirement or savings account is, if you don't recognize that they are actual real numbers? So just the educational value on small levels, such as what was shown, is of great benefit to young Black boys and men. I see the rest of the time.
All right, we're going to have a little break in the action right now because the official timekeeper of the T.P.O.T debates has arrived. The one and only Brother K.I.T is here. And make sure you get down there and check out Brother K.I.T. Check him out on keepitechie.com and Keep It Techie on YouTube. Negroes. Yeah, so the real timekeeper is here, so I'm going to fall on back. Let me pull this off of here. Somebody who knows how to keep the time for real. What's good with it, Brother K.I.T?
What's up, T.P.O.T? How you doing, man?
What's going on, man?
Yeah, sorry, I had a little emergency I had to take care of.
No. You know what it is. Big J, it was what? 3 and some change left. Do you want that time?
No.
Okay.
Let's continue.
All right. Well, we in the second of the rebuttal round, Brother KIT. So
Roger that. 5 minutes, right?
Yep. Brother Big J, 5 minutes on the clock. Pull the trigger. You are up, sir.
Okay, thank you for your time. But here's the thing. S.K.C talk about averages and numbers, right? Well, S.K.C never talks about why black men since the last 50, 60 years has been downgraded and put out the house. He never explored that. He finds a an argument among women and try to use the argument among these women, try to rebut what I'm saying. And that's a deflection tactic rather than talking about what I'm actually referring to. You know, if we're going to compare ourselves to the white man, I know, and I know that I know that's part of the reason why he played the clip with on Sheila E's panel and with Bomb Cherry, but welfare was there for white people. It was there since the Great Depression when during the New Deal when white men was leaving the household. Was actually leaving the household during the Great Depression and leaving, him and his wife alone to defend themselves. That's why the food stamps created. That's why Section 8 was part of the reason why Section 8 was created and so forth. So your analysis is right, but the thing is though, S.K.C won't talk about the real historical narratives. The idea that it was monetary policy and trade policy that actually was the trigger that kicked the black men out the household. Because if you look at the 1970, according to the Department of Labor, and in 1970, 88% of black men was working. By 1980, it was 11 to 12 percentage points less. So the point is, everybody want to talk about how welfare kicked the black men out the household when it was not. It was another issue that happened that black men in this space refused to talk about. The monetary policy and the trade policy that actually gave black men that took the ball out of the black man's hands from his family. And that's one thing that the SYSBM community and the Manosphere community refuse to acknowledge. I'll send to balance my time to S.K.C.
All right. Do you want that time, Brother Supreme?
Sure, I'll take it.
All right. 7:02 on the clock. Pull the trigger. You up, sir?
I'll share screen again. And it's interesting that my opponent, he speaks of history a lot. The Black Manosphere wasn't around back at that time. He keeps going back to things that have to do with the 50s, the 60s, the 70s, the 80s. We're in 2021, and again, people thought that I'm maybe thinking that I played those clips. It's like a shot over the bow, as it were, and yeah, a little bit, just a little bit, but it still proves the point that you have groups of men still to this day that will listen to such talk, which primarily come from Black women, that is absolutely off. It is so far off and so removed from the truth of how things are that it could be called absurd. Now, I've seen my opponent go on such panels and, well, I will say, carry water for such groups of women. And he wants to go there and then yet come here and criticize what the men have to talk about. I get it. Maybe people have different aims. Maybe they have different needs of what they need out of life. and X, I'll share my screen now. But what I've been finding is that there's been a large group of men who seek out such panels. Because when I went over there, and when I was, some say that I was trolling, I was sharing good information. I didn't lie. I shared data. But a lot of guys needed to show up. And why? This is why. They have a feral need for this.
Oh, you make me feel good. Can you make me feel good? Can you make me feel good? Can you make me feel good? Make me feel good. Feel good. Make me feel good. Just make me feel good. Just make me feel good.
And that's what they want to do. They want to make these women feel good about themselves. So it doesn't matter what factual information that you bring to them. It doesn't matter if you're trying to set matters straight, get good information out to other men and say, hey, you've been sharing this type of information for quite some time. I don't think that it's accurate. Here's the data that proves otherwise. But then yet you'll have groups, and I'll include my interlocutor in that group, who will go over to those groups of women and do pretty much whatever they say because he has to make them feel good. Well, I think that the space has seen enough of that. I think that the population has seen enough of that. And the space, for all of its flaws, has helped a lot of people to understand that no, you don't have to make them feel good. All you have to do is tell the truth. I'll cede the rest of my time.
All right. Now we are going into the rapid fire round. And y'all know with the rapid fire round, there is no clock, there is no timekeeper, there is no moderator, there is none of that. But before we go into the rapid fire round, I'm looking at the damn audience. It's 67 people, 68 now in the damn chat. How come only got 38 damn likes? Hit the goddamn like button, you lazy Negroes. It only takes 2 seconds to do it. Just take that mouse, slide it on over, click, and you're done. Hit the damn like button. You know you like this shit. All right. We're about to go into rapid fire. We left off with Brother Supreme, so we pick it back up with Brother Big J. Brother Big J, pull the trigger. Rapid fire.
Right. Make them feel good. Well, how does it make women feel good when the focus was on boys being educated? Nowhere in the statements that, I assumed though you was referring to me, talk about I was going to these channels to make these women feel good. So therefore you're implying though I'm looking for sexual gratification on women that I'm not even interested in. So that's a flawed argument in your argument. And also what also is also a problem that you refuse to talk about what about you said this is 2021 and I'm bringing past well S.K.C, y'all, that's all many of y'all in the SYSBM community have done. Bring up the past, using welfare, using other arguments, kicking man out the household arguments, these stale, ridiculous arguments. And another argument I gotta say is this: how come I have yet to see a black man getting help legally from this space of YouTube? Now, I'm not familiar, before I was familiar with the black manosphere, I was immersed, or not immersed, but wrong word. I was into the mainstream manosphere. And I have seen a lot of men getting paroled out of jail, bailed out of jail, and attaining legal assistance. Why is it in this space on YouTube where black men are not politically active, not legally driven to help himself out of a problem. And it's a failure when I see the Honey Badger Radio crowd, who's part of the mainstream manosphere, a bunch of white women, have done more for black men, like the Lighthouse Project that Diana Davidson have created to help men out of jail for false sexual assault charges that many of you complain about. Keisha is putting y'all on, but then y'all won't do the same helping yourself politically or legally. So I gotta say, if you're saving yourself, black man, you say you saving yourself, then how come you not saving your other brothers though, S.K.C? See, that's something what you need to explain, because and I said black men should be saving themselves. You ain't telling me, you didn't hear me saying anything about do something for a black female or do something for a female either. So your argument saying I'm trying to make women feel good. No, I'm trying to save the next generation. This ain't about you. This ain't about Tommy. This ain't about Soto Nation or Manosphere or SYSBM. This is about the next generation, because the way I see it, this is more about misery feeding into more misery. That's all I got to tell you. What say you, S.K.C? S.K.C?
Yeah, you've said a lot concerning your thing about the guys in jail. I don't hang around jailbirds.
But there are innocent black men who have been exonerated.
That's not my problem.
And there are wait a minute, hold on. It's not your problem, right?
No.
Well, wait a minute. How can it not be your problem? But then though you claim to be SYSBM, save yourself, black man. So if you're saving yourself, black man, therefore the moniker that you claim, you're going against the tenets of saving yourself, black man. I thought though black men was supposed to help other black men though. Black men supposed to save other black men or the benefit of other black men.
Yeah, Big J, if I could just ask a simple question.
Go ahead.
What does the Y in SYSBM stand for?
Yourself.
Oh, okay. That's the answer to your question.
Yeah, then if you're saving yourself, then why? So by that logic, you wouldn't be concerned about, you wouldn't get on panels with these black women that you have a problem with. So if you're saving yourself from black women or from the community, therefore, why you in community conversations and try to slum it with the crowd? Explain that.
Two reasons. One, I find it to be fiscally there's money in it, and also I get to have fun, since a lot of the entertainment today has gone the way of wokeism. So now I get to use my imagination to interact with people and create my own interactive comedy and make money off of it at the same time.
Right. Okay. That's okay. Good argument. But here's the thing, though. Here's where your flawed argument is.
It's amazing.
Wait a minute. Hold on. But the woman, the content creator that you was on, right? You should have seen something that was beautiful that happened last night, this morning.
I didn't see anything beautiful.
Let me say, no, hold on. I want to see me knowing that person, right? That person gave a black man a job on a live stream, and that was like, that's not the first time that person had done it. But the problem is, it took a one of these females that a lot of you have a problem with to do something for a black man, but we have yet to see you doing something for helping a brother out of a situation. So that tells me, though, that your argument is flawed. Your whole argument around this, save yourself, black man. Well, then why team up with, if you're saving yourself, why are you teaming yourselves with other men in the first place? But then at the same time, you saying a black man being an innocent black man who's being falsely accused of rape, you don't care because you talking about save yourself, but yet you got to round yourself with mad bus driver and whoever is part of your little clique, and then y'all have these group therapy sessions. Pick a team. Are you for yourself or are you for a team? S.K.C.
As I've stated before, I am for myself, my family. Outside of that, it's business interactions with other like-minded people. Okay. I think that's the way the entire globe pretty much works.
Right, though. But what are nations are created of?
Families.
Families. Okay, then what create communities?
Families.
Okay, then what makes a city or town, a local region?
A large group of families.
Right. So by that logic, you only care about what your family's doing when we live in an interconnected society. We're no longer part of the wilderness. Me and you are Texans, right? Me and you are Texans, and yes, and Texas is a vast state. There is no more realization in Texas anymore. Well, in some areas, right? So what happens in Houston might affect people in Pearland. What happened in San Antonio might affect somebody in Universal City. So your idea.
Are you originally from Texas?
I'm born and raised in Texas.
Are you aware of the slogan, "Don't tread on me"?
Don't tread on me is not a Texan thing. That's a American revolutionary.
I'm just asking, are you aware of it?
Yeah, I'm aware of it.
And are you also aware of down in Gonzaga, our state cry? No,
Gonzales, Texas. Yeah, in Gonzales, Texas. Don't come and take it.
Come and take it.
Sword with the sword flag. Yes.
Okay, so what do you think that stands for? Group or individual?
Well, knowing the history of Texas, that was a group thing. That was also a race war.
It was a race war. Okay.
Yeah, if you really dug into Texas history on why though the Mexicans fought the war against the white man over Texas, that was mainly over slavery. It was over other issues, not just about taxes.
So you think the majority of Texans today that are within their homes and when they yell out, "Hey, come and take it," you thinking they're talking about a group, that they're gonna wait for the group to help save them?
If you know about,
are they saying, "Come in my house and try to take my stuff. Come and take it"?
It was about a cannon. It was about taking a cannon, a town cannon.
I understand.
Have you ever been in the town of Gonzales? The cannon is still there.
I have been all over the state. I'm saying when people use the term "come and take it," what are they talking about?
Cannon, man. The term was over the cannon.
I understand that historically, Big J, but when people use that statement today in Texas, they're not talking about a cannon. What are they talking about?
Guns.
Right. And what are they daring people to do?
To take away people's the right to bear arms.
Okay. And that is an individual thing. Everybody takes care of themselves.
And you're making a you're trying to deflect from the argument though by using the history of Texas and the flag and all that. What that supposed to mean? We talking about what you're talking about. You can't sit there and try to remedy your problem, your individual problem, while at the same time attacking the collective.
Okay,
it's kind of like saying, hold on,
even if you want to use.
Go ahead.
even if you want to use the historical context still stands because Texas was basically saying, we don't need you, U.S., to come in here and try to help us. We can help ourselves. Come and try to take it.
America was, well, never mind. We ain't gonna go. I ain't going in that weeds with you on that one. I'm gonna say it like this: you're trying to solve.
It was amazing.
Hold on. You're trying to solve a societal issue with a personal issue, with a personal answer.
No, you're trying to solve a societal issue.
How?
I'm not trying to solve a societal issue.
Then why sit there and complain about it then?
I'm not complaining about it, Triple J.
Then why was you trolling? Because you spent a year or so trolling about these societal issues, but then though whenever somebody asks you, oh, what about this and that and the third, you rail back and talk about, well, I got my family, as if though your family is supposed to be the answer to everybody's problem. And no disrespect to you and your family. And I ain't saying it to talk about your family, to talk about the argument that you put up saying, I got a family. Well, everybody got families. You know what I'm saying?
Actually, Big J XXX, I rarely bring up myself in any of those panels. I don't believe in I don't believe in using anecdotes to talk about societal issues. That is how things are done on the other side of the discussion.
Yeah, but you just use an anecdotal against me, against my argument. When my argument more on societal level.
What anecdote did I just use?
Because you said you had a family.
I never mentioned that.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
Well, go back by five minutes and tell me what you said then.
You went into the whole thought of group. I told you what did Y mean in SYSBM. You said yourself. I said correct. That would be consistent with the thought of SYSBM, me taking care of me and my family.
Yeah, taking care of you.
That
and
is
your
not
family.
an anecdote.
Yeah, but
that is the very definition of the term of the letters that you put forth. That is not an anecdote.
Then what was SYSBM was supposed to address?
Yourself.
Not originally. It was talking about every time we talk about SYSBM or the topic SYSBM has something to do with a black woman.
So are you part of that group?
Well, y'all actually put me into that group.
No, are you part of the group? Are you part of the group?
No, but y'all included me.
Have you spoke with that group offline?
No, I have not.
Have you made money? Have you made money with that group offline?
On this channel, you and what's his name? I've got the brother's name now.
Have you made money with that group offline?
No, I haven't.
Okay, so yeah, I don't think you belong to it.
Well, wait a minute. You got to make your mind up, S.K.C. Because the last time we was having a debate on this channel, you included me into SYSBM because somehow I was talking to a white female. Y'all automatically assume, and when I tried to die that I was SYSBM, you still put me in SYSBM.
Okay.
Talking about Big J SYSBM, and how the argument arose on this channel about 2-3 months ago. I said, why do y'all claiming Kobe Bryant as SYSBM? Why y'all claiming O.J. Simpson as SYSBM? Why y'all claiming any black man who never even heard of y'all, talk to y'all, or even watch YouTube as SYSBM simply because the choice of his spouse is not of an African descent or African American descent rather.
Is there any more wine? Yeah, you want wine? Yeah.
So you telling me I'm not SYSBM now, but back then you told me I'm SYSBM back then, dude. I'm assuming you forgot about that when you told me about that S.K.C.
It's very low budget apparently.
Oh yeah. Thank you, love.
Is that good enough?
Yeah, that's enough. I'm just dealing with a little bit. I need a little wine. So, oh yeah. Oh, you were talking. You were saying this thing about about SYSBM. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, I mean, I don't know how to explain that to you, Big J. It's called a joke. It's called satire. It's
but y'all believe
called
it.
hyperbole.
But you made it. But I came for a serious debate. I wasn't here to joke though. The last time I was on here.
Oh, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry the joke passed over your head. Sometimes, in my youth, that's happened to me too. So
But it wasn't just you. I think that was King Sigma. Yeah, that's what the brother's name was, King Sigma.
He's a funny guy too, though, man.
But are we talking about? Yeah, but if we having a serious conversation, I thought though, we shouldn't be joking, joke after joking. You know what I'm saying? We shouldn't be having jokes after jokes. I mean, we're having a serious conversation.
But sometimes when absurd things have entered into the conversation, you can't help but to joke.
Yeah, but okay, but here's the absurdity.
Can't help. I mean, think about it. Think about it.
What was so absurd was the premise that Kobe Bryant was SYSBM.
Oh, okay.
Well, people. That's absurd to me.
Oh, okay.
Because I don't see Kobe Bryant saying anything about black women or trash talking black women or do anything or say or make reference to a black female. He just sit there and he got his little wife and he went about his business. But on here y'all make these comparisons. And sometimes these comparisons are kind of how can I say it?
Really funny. Oh man.
Oh, you having a good time, S.K.C? Because you seem like, man, you getting full. You sound like, man, you are eating or something, S.K.C.
Oh no, I'm just drinking.
Yeah, right.
I'm just drinking this cab. It's called a yeah, it's not that bad. It's not that old either. Actually, it's a
okay. Well, good. Well, anyway, then let's talk about education though. What do you think though? Hold on. You know what? I have a better question. You said is most people in the Manosphere, are they conservative?
I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. Typically, when going by the whole thing of SYSBM, kind of concerned with myself, and people who are like-minded.
Are you an SYSBM conservative or claim to be conservative?
I never claim to be a conservative.
Then why your arguments are based upon backing Donald Trump, saying things about liberals? So I'm assuming some of your arguments are promoting conservatism.
Well, could it be that conservatives believe in the coon?
Well, my problem is, how can any of y'all call yourselves conservatives when
I never called myself a conservative?
I'm just talking. I'm just talking right now. I'm just talking, right? Because it's not just you. It's not you.
Well, talk to me. Talk to me, Jesse Lee, S.K.C. That's who's here. I can't. I can answer for the rest of these other guys.
I mean, it's Jesse Lee Peter. Let's use Jesse Lee Peterson because that's your hero, right?
Why don't you like me, Big J? I mean, I'm here. Talk to me.
Man, I don't hate you, dude. What you talking about? I don't hate you.
Because you keep wanting me to talk about these other people. I'm like, I'm
here.
No.
But you actually espouse.
I thought we were going to have a conversation. I thought this was our time.
Wait a minute. Hold on. You said, man, you out here espousing conservative talking points. Well, I just want to know, what are these positions that are conservative that you for?
Well, could it be that they are espousing cooning talking points?
Can you please elaborate on that though, S.K.C?
Maybe it is that I am who I say that I am myself, and the other people are espousing.
Yeah, but I'm going
my
by
coon
what you say. I'm going by the words that come out your mouth, and talking points that come out your mouth. So
Yeah,
you're espousing conservatism, but then I'm asking you what conservative positions that you hold.
Again, you keep pushing this word, the C word, on me. The only C word that I know is coon. That's the only position that I've held
Man,
to.
you're just capping. That's all you're doing. You're capping right now. Come on, man. I thought we were supposed to be having a serious debate, though. S.K.C. We ain't supposed to be joking and trolling. Come on, let's get back on the topic here.
Yeah,
So
I am on the topic. And what is this? What is this capping? What does that mean?
Never mind what it means. But the point is, though, man, you're trying to deflect from what's being asked, because I'm talking about your talking points to espouse conservative positions. So
could it
my
be?
argument?
Could it be that?
Could it be
that these points are genuinely my own? Could that possibly be?
Yeah, it can be your own, but
so why do you keep pushing me into the conservative bush?
Well, I mean,
that's not very nice of you.
Well, if you're admiring Jesse Lee Peterson,
I thought we were friends.
If you're out there, hold on, you out there espousing Donald Trump,
he's amazing.
Yeah, right there. Okay, so what is so amazing about Donald Trump? What had Donald Trump had done for the black man?
Well, I said that Jesse Lee was amazing. I didn't say anything about Trump.
I mentioned Trump,
but I didn't.
Then what is so amazing about Jesse Lee Peterson then?
He's hilarious. You don't think that Jesse Lee Peterson is a master troll?
Yeah, but we're talking about positions. We're talking about political positions here.
There's a shrine in my closet of coolness, and Jesse Lee holds a special spot in my shrine of coolness.
Are you seriously doing this, dog? You seriously going to do this joking?
See, you asked me about Jesse Lee and why I thought he was special.
You what you trying to do is put up a wall because you know what I'm about to ask and you're scared to answer where I'm about to go to. You don't want to go where I'm about to send to take us.
Well, Mama said
that's why man you trying to deflect, and it's funny to me though.
But my parents told me not to go with strangers.
See that, man. You are a grown ass man. Come on, me and you about the same age, brother. I ain't take man. We ain't this ain't no strange activity. We having a conversation here,
and I like the conversation. I think you're a very good conversationalist, Big J. I have enjoyed myself immensely during this.
Yeah, me too, though. I didn't have to yell. I didn't have to scream at anybody.
Yeah,
I didn't have to cuss anybody out. You ever know it?
I was actually thinking that you were gonna do like the impression of the guy. He like, I've been seeing chocolate covered watermelons. Clack clack. I thought you were gonna come out like that, but you surprised me.
Yeah, well, I'm full of surprises.
Cheers to you.
Yeah, cheers to you too.
Let me
Yeah, well, where is my Jim Beam so we can toast to that, and you clip your wine glass to my Jim Beam bottle, and we'll just drink it up.
Well, that's hard liquor. I'm just drinking.
I mean, we live in hard times though, S.K.C.
Well, some of us do.
Yeah, well, some people get away with it, some people don't.
Yeah, you're correct on that.
Yeah,
you're correct on that. But I will say that still having this conversation with you and being challenged by you was amazing. And I hope for the next one, man. We need to have more conversations like this. And I think that this kind of goes back to the center of our conversation about, does the Manosphere 2.0 and SYSBM benefit Black boys and men? Well, think about it. We're having a calm conversation amongst each other, whereas in other spaces, you probably be yelling at me. So this has been a benefit.
All right. That's time. Now we're going into closing statements. We started this debate off with Brother Big J. So we'll be starting the closing statements off with Brother Supreme. 7 minutes on the clock. Pull the trigger, sir. Closing statements.
Well, what can I say? I think I've had a pretty cool time talking with my interlocutor, Big JXXX. I've always wondered what those 3 X's stood for. I've always wondered that. But when talking about does the Black Manosphere, particularly the 2.0 rendition of it in SYSBM, again, Y stands for yourself, Big JXXX. I think I'll say his name, Big JXXX, from here on out. It sounds a little bit more intimidating. But yeah, the space benefits Black boys and men by giving them free speech. We enjoyed free speech tonight. Many of us me and Big JXXX were able to exercise our right of free speech in a calm manner. He stated that he was going to crack open a bottle of Jim Beam, and I've had some cab. My wife has been so gracious to bring to me. Thank you, wife. But another thing that the Black Manosphere and SYSBM has been able to do is to create venues for business. And I named all of the different individuals that I know of personally who have helped to create an economy, a small economy for those who are entrepreneurially minded. I have been one to benefit from that economy, and I thank all of the brothers that have allowed me to do work for them and to assist them in any way possible. I like it. It's fun. There's been another benefit, which has been an exchange of ideas, just like on this venue. The Prophet of Thought series, this debate series, allows men to come together, exchange ideas, deconstruct faulty claims, have the ability to adopt new ideas or refine the ones that they already had so that they can improve upon disseminating those ideas to others in a better way. I think another thing that I didn't talk about at first was the comedy, the immense comedy that's brought to young Black boys and men. There's been a lot of times where I've seen men go on and I hate to use anecdote. I really do. I really hate to use anecdote, but I'll do it in this occasion here. I'm feeling nice and not as nice as some that have been in the space. I'm not drunk, but I feel nice. So I'll go ahead and share this anecdote. So often when I go about my day, sometimes I go to the store or go to other places, and sometimes I'll see fellow Black men, and I don't see them smiling a lot anymore. They have a lot of troubles and problems that are lingering over their heads, different pressures. But when brothers come to this space, and I'm looking through the chat, I see Rod of God. He has all of the smiley faces up. All throughout this, I've seen Sir Abadayu throw up all the laughing emojis. As I just scroll through, I'm looking at watermelons and chocolate and fire symbols and all of these laughs. This is good. This is good. Big J, come on. You can't tell me that you have never heard of the healing power of laughter. And I think that this space gives people the opportunity to kind of ease off the rest of the day, hear some stuff, get some things off of their minds, and get a good chuckle in here and there. I mean, there's been a lot of people that have given me those chuckles, even when I've been holding back really hard, like the clips that I was showing earlier. Good grief, guys. You guys have heard me laugh before. Do you know how hard it was for me to laugh at someone telling me that a percentage wasn't a real number? I mean, that was amazing. I was like, oh my God, this is a parent of children? but yeah, it's like, good grief. I mean, and I hate to devolve, but I'm just gonna go there. I feel nice, so I'm gonna go there. Isn't there a test that's used to go into the armed forces? Does that test not cover basic arithmetic? Doesn't it talk about percentages on the test at all? I mean, how do you get in? but I again, I let me back off of that. Let me back off of that, because I thank people for their service, and it's not. I'm not trying to downplay that. So, but yeah, when I hear different things like that throughout the space, yes, I hear absurd things that come out of people's mouths, and everyone on the panel stays quiet about it. They act as if it's normal. And so I can't help it. I troll, because once I hear absurd things come out of the mouths of people, something comes over me and I can't help it. I'm like, it's like a personal video game where you get to interact with people that don't know what they're talking about. So in that way, it gives something to me. And I think that's special. And so as I troll and I try to share information with others, and in any way that I do it, in a more serious fashion or in a more joking fashion, I think that my activity in the space, along with others, helps other Black men to be able to enjoy themselves instead of being downtrodden by all of the craziness that's happening in the community.
All right. That's time. 7 minutes on the clock. Big J XXX, you are up, brother. Pull the trigger, sir. Closing statements.
Yes, sir. There used to be I don't know if many of y'all watched the TV show X-Files, and they said a thing called, there's a thing, tagline says, fight the future. Well, Black men need to start fighting the future. Automation is coming. You see a lot of our brothers out there living under bridges, living under basements, living under certain dwellings that not even a dog is fit to live in. And we spend our time worrying ourselves on the superficial rather than the complex reality that we're in. For the past years, though, it's kind of like the scene like from the movie New Jack City, where Chris Rock and that woman who was two crack fiends fighting over that ounce of crack while both of them was arguing how one was at prom, she didn't get with the football player, and how he was during high school, he didn't get the woman he wrote. They're stuck together. That's how I view Black YouTube. That scene on New Jack City is what I view Black YouTube. A man and a woman arguing, smoking a crack pipe, starving themselves with no nourishment. And the sad fact that we got people like House State Representative Jordan Harris, who wrote the Clean Slate Law. We got people like John Barrows, who ran for mayor of Boston just this year, had a round table for Black men to discuss their issues. But their issues and their concerns are being overshadowed by foolish talk and disrespect and misogyny. Winter is coming. Yes, winter is coming. Kevin Samuels is right about one thing, but the winter is coming for everybody. So if Black men don't want if black men really want to succeed in life, want to guarantee that he has the best options in life, then he needs to do two things: be politically and socially active. That's why, though, I respect the Charles Faulkner initiative, even though I disagree with it, but I still appreciate what Cerulean Gray and Charles Faulkner was trying to do. So I wish at some point that we would stop being clowns on YouTube and be serious and actually linking up. And I'm gonna say another thing. We cannot be coming over here talking about. I'm saying we as a loose term, trying to put another gender on judge them morality when many within our ranks are immoral ourselves. We can't sit there and have a petition to get rid of a certain female YouTuber when some of us in our ranks have done some heinous crimes in the black community. And they come on YouTube and say, well, man, I'm for the black community. Not if you are sexually assaulting a woman, not if you sexually assaulting a girl, not if you out there out on the street being an actual pimp and pimping out 14-year-old girls. You're not helping out the black community. And this space has been giving out the red carpet treatment to those individuals. So how you expect people, whether they're female or male, black or not, to take the black manosphere seriously or take the SYSBM community seriously? I bid you the balance of my time.
All right. I guess that's going to bring our debate to an end. So, good shit, brothers. Good shit, brothers. So now we go to the polls. If you look over in the right-hand corner, you can cast your vote, folks. Go ahead. Let us know who you think won this here debate. Do you think Brother S.K.C won the debate? Do you think Brother Big J won the debate? It's 10:23 now. What do y'all look like on time, Brother Supreme and Brother Big J? Hello? What do y'all look like on time?
About 10 minutes, I guess, or 20 minutes. Okay. What say you, S.K.C?
Oh, we're partying over here. It's about to play some music and relax, man. I got all night.
Okay. He said I got all night. Well, okay. This is what we're gonna do. We'll let the poll run, y'all, and we'll close the poll at 11. How does that sound? We'll close the poll at 11 p.m. So while everyone is casting their vote, if they feel like it, y'all know what to do. If you want to ask questions of the debaters, those questions must be super chatted or cash app, or I will not read them. All right? You have questions for the debaters. Now is the time to shoot them up. The polls will close at 11 p.m. Just so you know, Negroes. And you know what? In the meantime, while we're doing that, what I'm going to do is, well, hold on. I got to put this stuff up. So just carry on. Give me about 5 minutes, y'all. I got to put these banners up so y'all can know what I got going on. Or should I say what we got going on this here week coming up. Because y'all know I got to hit y'all in the head with T.P.O.T's programming notes. Negroes. Pull these up. Pull those up. Yeah, I got these right here. Yeah, give me about 2 minutes, y'all. I'll have some, I'll be hitting y'all up with some programming notes. I just got to load these photos up. Right fast. But I got to say this. I mean, and I don't want you to take this as a slight, Brother Big J, but This is the calmest I've heard you in quite some time, my brother. This is you very, very calm, man. You're very, very measured in this debate, man. First time I ever seen that, man. I have to admit, I'm impressed. I must honestly admit, I'm impressed.
I've been told I have a calming effect.
Oh, that's what it is. Is that what it is? Is that what it is?
Oh man.
Be right with y'all in a minute. I'm just loading up these photos and I can hit y'all in the head with some of these T.P.O.T programming notes, Negroes. All in the head with some of these programming notes.
Big J, what were some of you had any other questions, man? Because I mean, sometimes when people talk to you, they don't really allow you to get everything that's on your mind, and it sounds like sometimes you have a lot that's on your heart. So I just want you to, express yourself. Feel free to just ask me whatever you want to ask.
Let me. Do I got a lot of things on my heart and head? Yes, I do. But this is not the time to explore that right now. I'm going to quote. I had to fate and I had done my race. I'm just saying. Look, I appreciate being on here. I appreciate for having the opportunity to challenge the narrative.
Yeah, man, that's what it's all about. Challenging ideas, coming together, being able to talk about various issues. And yeah, I mean that it's a good thing. So I mean, it leads me to wonder, why do you have such a problem with bros that just want to express themselves?
The expression. Oh, you know what? I'll use this as an example. Even though I know that I'm losing, this,
we're all winners.
Let me say this. Even though I'm losing this, what's on the poll?
You're not a loser to me.
I know that, but let's just look at the poll here. I'm losing this. I expected to lose it, but you don't see me losing my cool. But the person who won last week was bitten out of shape, yelling and screaming, and being effeminate. But yet I'm here being called a male feminist.
Well, I just want you to know that. I want you to know that. It's important to me to let you know that you're not a loser, Big J.
Well, hold on. Let me read it. Shout out to brother D Rock Den for the $4.99 super chat. I appreciate you dropping your hard-earned coins on this platform. He says, salute X. When will Big J admit he is a male feminist? It's okay when he does. Go ahead and address it, being that they addressed you, brother Big J.
Right. See, y'all thought, you thinking I was just here just to espouse my, my rebuttals against the narrative, but I have already teach y'all a lesson. You see, I actually won in defeat, while the winner of last week's show was being effeminate when he won. You see, I already taught. The lessons already have been taught, and how can you? I always believe in the words, the speech by MOK talk about what is the measure of a man. Well, you don't hear me losing and me crying and whining. I accept my defeat like a man. But some people, like what happened last week against a brother D. Darrell, even though the Darrell lost, the winner was being every bit as ghetto and ratchet as the female he complains about. So
Wait.
see,
Hold on. That leads me to a question.
Wait, no, hold on. In that regard, I've won. In that regard, this is a teachable moment. I knew I was going to win this when I emailed the brother X last night. I already know I was going to win this, but I came here to teach, and that was the lesson. Even though I was defeated in all this, I show y'all how men are supposed to act. I'll just show you how men are supposed to consort themselves. How men are supposed to do X, Y, and Z. But the point is, there's too much of this idea of yelling is supposed to be winning.
Yeah, you're right about that.
Yeah,
well,
right.
I don't know if it's effeminate, but I just think that the yelling could cease. But you raised a thought that I wanted to just follow a little bit, because you said that that you are a real man by accepting defeat in a in a masculine way. Do you think that people have problems with accepting defeat, Big J?
Well, here's the argument. The argument is, these hood rats, these strags, right? They always had the need to be right. That's why they yell and scream. Well, why are we, or y'all rather, going to concern themselves with the strags and talk about the strags when you're acting like the same strags that you complaining about? That's the point I'm talking about. Why criticize the strag when you're acting like the strag?
Well,
what happened last week?
Well, I have a personal question for you,
a little big Nate. Come on, that was manly. Sorry.
Well, I have a personal question for you, Big J, and I mean, after we've had this discussion, this debate, I feel closer to you now, and I know you're going to tell. I know you're going to tell me the truth.
Hold on a second. Brothers, if y'all super chatted while the debate was going on, they done scrolled up too far. But if you did super chat, go ahead, rewrite the super chat in the chat room, and I will put it up. And when I say rewrite it, I don't mean put another, I don't know, $5, $10, whatever you put up there. Because I try not to interrupt the debate with the super chats. So if you super chatted while the debate was going on, rewrite your question and I will read it. Go ahead, brothers.
Well, I feel closer to you now, Big J.
And, you do? Oh,
and I trust what you're going to tell me here. So, would you say that I don't act like the strag?
No, you don't. Where have I said you were?
No, I know you never said it, but it's important to me as a person to hear you say that I don't act like the strag. That's important to me.
Okay, that's good. Okay. Well, anything else you got to say though, S.K.C?
No, I actually want to hear more that what's on your heart tonight. Because
hold on. What the hell going on? I mean, oh my bad. Y'all go ahead, man.
Go ahead. No, go ahead, brother KRT. You got it. Go ahead.
What the heck? No, I was just curious as what was going on.
What?
No, I don't know. It just started like a one of them commercial moments or something like are you feeling down? Or I don't know, man. It just I don't know. I just thought, I don't know. My bad. Y'all go ahead. I'm sorry. What's up, S.K.C? What's up, Big J? How y'all doing?
Wait a minute.
Nah, earlier. No, go ahead, bro. I mean, it was no disrespect, Big J. I wasn't saying it like You know, I mean, it just sounded kind of weird. Like, you know, like those commercials that be on at 3 o'clock in the morning, with the with a I don't know, like somebody, I don't know, like having a heart to heart to somebody else. I don't know. That's what it sounds like. You know what I'm saying?
What we talking? We
Okay.
bonding.
I mean, I got you. I was just like, what the hell? I was like, man, this debate is going. I don't know what y'all doing.
Are you feeling down? You may have to
that's
take
not
this plant
that's
extract
not
to
Yeah, I
feel
know.
better.
I know. I was just joking, man. I'm really joking. And then
we-
earlier, I thought I had shared the wrong tab when you was playing it. When you was playing it.
No, a lot of people go. A lot of people go to these females panels, and they have a visceral need to make them feel good.
All right, I'm done. Y'all go ahead and talk, man. I'm sorry.
So Big J, back to it, man. You know, tell me what's on your heart, man. You Big J.
Let me say it like this. I think
BP, S.K.C. Just talk to me, man.
I think though that the examples, if you want to be a leader, right? Or I'm talking about, this goes to anybody, right? If anybody wants to be a leader, then they have to create the examples of it. So what I'm just doing right now is leading. You know, even though I'm losing, I'm leading. Why? Because I showed the example of how men should have conducted themselves to into conversations, unlike what happened last week with little Big Nate. You know, I mean, at some point though, you can't call yourself a leader. You know, you can't sit there and say, you know, the black woman won't let us lead. Well, you don't see no black woman behind me or beside me telling me, oh, Big J, what you do? No, I'm by myself, and I just leading right by myself by showing a better example on how men should conduct themselves.
Now, Big J, did you just say that you leading by yourself?
You should lead by your example.
Man, that sounds like some individual stuff. I thought we were supposed to lead as a group.
Well, it's both. You know, at some point, sometimes you lead by it's called leadership. Leadership doesn't always require one big a leader. Leadership is should be something that's innate inside of inside of what is masculinity, and a lot of men are let's say derelicts with their masculinity.
Okay, thank you for clearing that up for me, man. I thought I was
right.
Not, you know, I thought we was bonding, and I was like, oh no, I'm confused now because I thought he was on the group thing. But now that you explained it better, I feel closer to you.
No, it was both.
Well, let me interrupt. Can I interrupt for a couple minutes because I finally got these damn photos in my damn thing, and I want to hit people in the head with the old T.P.O.T. programming notes. Then I think we're going to do a commercial or two, but let me hit them in the head with these programming notes, and then we can continue this bonding moment that y'all got going on right now. Give me 5 minutes. Yeah, it's time for programming notes, y'all. This is the time of the show where I tell y'all about shit that's coming up in the next few days. So, Tuesday, the one and only TVA will be here, and he will be squaring off with Ragnarok, and I believe one or two other people as well. Yes, Brother TVA will be here, and they will be debating whether or not the white straight male is oppressed in this country. That's right. The white straight male, is he oppressed in this damn country? So make sure you hear 9 p.m. Eastern time right here on the T.P.O.T. YouTube page. You Negroes know. Then Thursday, Dark Exodus Live returns, and we will be doing an Evo show. That's EVO, the emasculation, vilification, and ostracization of the brothers. We'll be doing that Thursday night. 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time, right here on the T.P.O.T YouTube page. You Negroes know. Then we finish the week up Saturday night. For the Record TV will be in the house. Brother Brandon L., Lady Topaz, and Third Ward Colombian will be here. So make sure you're here too. 9 p.m. Eastern Time. You know where to find it at, right here on the T.P.O.T YouTube page. You know. So next Saturday, a week from today, For the Record TV will be in the house. And Thursday night, we will be talking about emasculation and vilification and ostracization of the brothers. Then Tuesday night, Brother TVA squares off with Ragnarok and I guess whoever else, because Brother TVA said he's willing to take on 2-3 people at a time. So if you feel like you want to square off with the brother too, Tuesday night is the night. All right. All right. So let's get back to this whatever we doing here. Brother Big J, let me ask you something, man. And the polls are closing, y'all, at 11 p.m. Eastern Time. You got 28 minutes to cast your vote. That's 28 minutes to cast your vote. But let me ask you something, Brother Big J.
Yes.
What is your beef with the SYSBM guys, or is it just the beef? Do you just have a challenge for the philosophy? Do you think it's wrong? Do you think? I mean, what is your issue with the SYSBM, if it is an issue?
The issue is mostly philosophical, as a concept, but individuals, some of them, the lack of respect for other people, that's a personal issue. But let me talk about the philosophical first, which is more important. I don't believe, and yes, though, you know, I date white women, I date Hispanic women, right? Or I go after them. Well, that does not mean going to arms of a woman who is not black. Does that mean you're escaping from the conditions in society? You're not You're not escaping from the systemic problems that is ravaging black boys. It's counterproductive to point your gun at the women of your own race when there's a bigger looming monster that's willing to gobble both you and her up, and escaping to another woman or to another society is not going to benefit your sons, your nephews within the next 20 years, because with the next 20 years, they're not going to give a damn of who you are. They're not going to give a damn what race you are, what religion you are. That monster is going to eat everybody, especially the heterosexual man, the black man especially. So that's where my difference with their philosophy is.
So, well, you said that you deal with Latino women and white women. So, aren't you kind of doing that yourself? If you're pursuing white women and Latino women, aren't you kind of like getting away from it yourself?
Well, the thing is, though, I'm not getting away with something when I've been raised around them. It's different if I'm in the hood, or if I'm in Fifth Ward, Houston, or I'm a Sunnyside area, Houston. I'm living in a black area, and then I see white girls, I go over there. No, I've been raised in a white community.
Okay.
So like, to me, escaping is not really escaping, because even though I could be with one, I'm still going to get the racism. I'm still going to get these discrimination. I'm still going to get all this other stuff that people in the hood would get. So like the
So what you're
idea
saying
of,
is,
so the
so what
idea
you're saying is you were never in the hood then. You were never in like the hood because you've been raised around Latinos and white folks, right?
Well, like black people too, though. But I'm talking about the mindset is a you know, just like thank you, Don Gordito. It's not a racial issue. It's a cultural issue for me. Oh, what was that?
Somebody playing some music. That's freaking Supreme playing some fucking something. So
yeah.
So can't the same be said for other brothers? Say it's another brother like you. He wasn't raised around, black folks. He was raised around Latinos and white folks like you. And he deals with Latino women, he deals with white women. I mean, can he say the same thing that you're saying? Can he say the same thing?
Excuse me for this. Somebody's knocking on my door. I'll be right back.
What are we listening to? Jesse Lee Peterson's freaking playlist.
Oh man,
Jesse Lee Peterson's playlist. No, I want to really hear what freaking brother DJ.
I want to hear what's on his heart.
Because he says that he deals with Latino women and white women.
It's not. I don't only just deal with those. I deal with black women too. But
who do you date mostly? Who do you date mostly?
Mainly. Well, it's split evenly.
Okay, so you date evenly black women, Latino women, and white women.
Right.
So you just like women. Period.
Yeah. Okay. I like women. Period. You show me a woman. You show me some more pussy. I'm gonna look at it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. So that being the case, if someone else, if another brother like you, who just likes women, I mean, what's wrong with him doing it? What's wrong with him just dating, Latino women, Asian women, white women, black women? What's wrong with him doing it?
Well, like what is wrong with that is the issue of escapism. You thinking though, you trashing the race of your own and run in the arms of another, expecting to have a better result in life. That's not, if you really want to compare women, I mean, women are basically the same. The female nature hasn't changed. Just because you change the pigmentation in the hair does not change the bullshit that might be falling your way. Because everybody, just like what Don Gordito said in the chat room, this is not a race issue. This is a cultural issue. It's more about how to do with culture rather than race. But the problem with SYSBM, and yes, it says the term black man. BM means black man. You're making it more about a racist. Oh, not racist. You're making it more about race rather than culture.
Okay.
That's my problem.
So you don't have a problem. You don't have a problem with brothers, dating and marrying other other type of women, long as they ain't calling it SYSBM.
Right. Based upon right. It's more about cultural aspect. So maybe if these guys would have lived in a more racially diverse area, or a predominantly white area, they wouldn't be so quick to talk about the black woman this, the black woman that, the black woman this. Because let me say something, you gonna see white women doing some fucked up shit, might be worse.
Okay.
and just like AJ seen red, he going to give me a question talking about asking him, do he date a black chick from the hood? One time I did.
Get it off your heart, Big J. Get it
One
off your
time I
heart.
did though, AJ.
Well, the last time,
but like the point is, AJ is have you ever dated a white woman from a trailer park?
Get it off your heart.
Well,
see, if you're gonna date if you're gonna date a white woman from a trailer park, she's gonna act as just as ratchet.
Testify.
Well, the last time you were here,
she's gonna act as ratchet as the black woman that you complain about. AJ seen red.
Well, the last time you were here, brother Big J,
but
you were saying that you were dating a white woman. I believe you said.
No, I said I was talking to one.
Oh, okay, that's my bad. My bad. So, are you still dealing with the white girl or no?
No, I'm not.
Did you dump her? Did you dump her for a black chick?
No.
A Latino chick?
No, I'm single.
Oh, okay. Okay.
But the point is though, the point is the whole mistake. The whole mistake is the premise on making it a racial issue rather than a culture issue, and that's why though people get into these beefs, these unnecessary beefs with in these unnecessary gender wars when we never address the cultural problems or rather than it's more of a cultural problem than a racial problem, and you can't just lump all black women into one little box and say that all of them are Bukishas and Keishas. So, just saying.
Well, let me ask. Do y'all mind if I bring a couple people up? We're not gonna bring a lot of people up, but do y'all mind if I bring people up?
Hey, I'm dancing over here, so we having a good time. How long? Whatever you want to do.
All right, I'm gonna mute your ass, brother Supreme.
But I want to hear more from Big J, man. He got a lot on his heart tonight.
What do you want to hear? What do you want to hear? What do you want to hear?
Release.
Release what?
All the tension, man. I was listening to you on a lot of on a few panels, because I do a little preparatory stuff. I'm like Sir Abadayu. I like to look at people and observe from afar, and I also interact with them sometimes just to see how they react to certain stimuli, as someone would say. But when I see you on some panels sometimes, I be hearing you hollering and you be going in. I be like, man, he got a lot on his mind. So I just want to know what's on your heart tonight, Brother Jay.
Oh, well, I'm on a different frame of mind right now, S.K.C. Because it's time to start showing work now. If you really are serious about addressing the problem.
What problem?
How black men are not achieving the educational gap.
You ever saw
gap between black men?
Have you ever seen what's the Goodwill Hunting? Have you ever seen Goodwill Hunting, Big J?
I ain't seen that movie in about 15 years. You have to refresh my memory.
Well, I'll refresh you. There's a scene where Matt Damon is in the, I guess, therapy room with God, I can't remember the guy's name.
Robin Williams.
With Robin Williams.
Okay.
And they're talking about something, and then Robin Williams, he understands what's going on with him, and he looks him in the eye and he tells him, and let me stop my music because this is important. He tells him, it's not your fault. Big J.
Yes.
What's going on in the community? What has happened since the times of old, going back all the way from slavery, all up to Reconstruction, all the way down to the black codes, Jim Crow, the civil rights era, all the way down to today. Big J, listen to me. And I'm saying this to you as a brother. It's not your fault. It's not your fault.
I never said it was
Big J.
anybody's fault. I didn't say anybody's fault.
It's not your fault.
Okay, but it's not. I never claim fault on anyone, especially myself.
Big J, it's not your fault.
Okay. If that's what you think, okay, fine.
It's not your fault.
Fault about what though? S.K.C. I keep telling you it's not my. I know it's not my fault.
Big J, it's not your fault.
Yeah, but we ain't talking about what's fault. We talking about responsibility now. You know, we have to be responsible. No, we have to be responsible for the next generation. We have to be. You know. I'm seeing some 20-year-olds get on
Big
you.
J.
Hold on.
Big J, you're not listening to me.
No. I already heard you.
Not your fault.
I already heard you. We already, we got to self responsibility. We not separate. We got to take responsibility on something that is impeding on our way of life.
It's not your fault.
Yeah, we know that is not our fault or my fault.
Big J.
Yes.
It's not your fault.
Okay.
Testing. 1, 2.
What's good with it, brother AJ?
Hey, what's going on, brother X, man? What's going on with you, man? What's happening, S.K.C? What's up, brother? What's up, Big J? Keep it techie. I don't know. Yeah, I see you keep it techie. What's up with you two, brother, man? What's going on with everybody?
Another
what's
night
happening?
on YouTube's. Another night on YouTube's. What's good with it though?
Nothing much. Is it cool that I could basically address Big J on a couple of concerns I have?
Absolutely. Pull the trigger.
Okay. First off, Big J, and shout out to you, man. I seen that you left a message, a comment on one of my videos in regards to the the black woman. I ain't gonna call her no woman. The BB, when she killed her child, she shot her child multiple times in the head. You left a comment. Now I didn't see it down there, but I saw it on there on my notification. I didn't erase it. I don't know what happened, but I was able to read most of it. That you were saying that basically, why would I could just consider that an evil woman? So I want to ask you this, Big J. This is the question. Why would I have to even? Somebody got some music going. Who is that? S.K.C. S.K.C. got the music. Why would I have to even consider that being a black woman? Why would any black woman want to do that to her child? Why do we have these stories like this, Big J? Can you explain that?
I'm a mute brother supreme, goddammit, because he
Yeah, he threw me off. I just start hearing the music.
He over there having a damn party and shit.
I didn't know to start breakdancing or
he over there partying.
I'm trying to be serious, but
he over.
I was about to start doing some push-ups, man. I felt like it was some like Rambo things going on right now.
Man, we go.
I love you, bro.
But AJ, real quick, man. I just gotta remind Big J. Big J.
Yes.
It's not your fault.
Oh my God.
All right. If you haven't voted, the poll is closing in 1 minute. I repeat, the poll is closing in 1 minute. Actually, it's closed right now.
Well, Big J, can you answer my question? Did you hear it?
Okay. Now, what I said though in the comment was, why does it have to be black? Is what I said. Why does it has to be called black? Why can't it just be, oh, that crazy woman? You see, the thing is though, there's a thing called propaganda, and I'm for one is refused to feed the propaganda machine. of society. And I'm also not going to create the narrative or further the narrative of future men to attack innocent women. See, like this space, a lot of women has been attacked unjustly. Now, I remember when I remember battling the swirlers. There have been videos of me, and I see V-Dub in the chat room. I see a few people who know me for years ago. They saw me going all in on the swirlers, all in on the divested community types, all in on, right. But then after those group of women left social media, left YouTube, or went on to done something else, a lot of y'all thought it was okay just to target other women for the sole fact though these women are either black or they disagree with you. Or did
But Big J,
and then hold on.
I have to interject right here, man.
We're going to have to use common sense here. We got to use common sense here. It makes no sense to create something, another situation where the blame that where men are looked upon as bad guys. We were the good guys at first until the opposition left. What y'all did, y'all just continued. Let's use Sister George and Concrete Rose prime example. Before they started their own show.
It's not your fault.
I know it's not my fault, but I'm telling you like it is. But what happened was, and I don't talk to these ladies, like that. I'm not caking for these ladies, but here's the thing. But when I saw them over by either by themselves or over there, in Obsidian's channel, they're getting tagged, being called bitches and hoes and sluts and all that. Well, they didn't deserve that. That was actually backing men up.
That's not your fault.
And all because of this mistrust and this is either mistrust or this paranoia of all these sisters are part of this sisterhood and destroying black men. The opposition left. So y'all actually became the monster that y'all was trying to fight. And that's why I stepped back from y'all, from this Manosphere shit. And that's the truth, because y'all went too far.
First off, you didn't answer my question.
Second
off, no, you didn't. You went on a whole nother diatribe about some other shit that I didn't ask you. Now let me explain something to you. And people that follow me on my channel in the chat would tell you, I make a very clear distinction what I mean towards with BBs and black women. There's a difference. I don't go at innocent black women. I never have, never will. And I say this, Big J, and I said this multiple times. I'm basically gay black women who do the right thing, they props. I did it in the last video. Did you not see the hashtag? The hashtag that I had? That was 2 black women that I gave props to in that last video.
Yeah, but I also watch your appearance on Reg the Bad Guys channel. That's the reason why I targeted you. But anyway, back.
No. First off, Big J, you can't target me.
Oh yeah, I just did.
No, you just didn't.
I just did. I did by asking you. I did by commenting on your channel.
No, you didn't. Just like you just did, you didn't answer my question. Because see, the main focus should be Big J, and I know Brother X and other brothers here that's in the Manosphere could contest to this. Why do we have so many of these stories of these black women doing this shit, Big J? That's the fucking problem, sir.
But we have many stories of white women doing it. It's not a racial. No. What you just did.
Hold on, right quick.
That's bullshit.
I got a message. Hold on, right quick.
Then why are you being emotional?
Okay, it's not your fault.
Why are you being emotional, sir?
Well, hold on. Let me go ahead and announce this. Cause I copy and pasted who won the debate. S.K.C. 85%, Big J XXX 14%, poll complete 82 total votes. So we're going to go ahead and call it for brother brother Supreme at 85%. We're calling it as the winner. The polls close at 11 p.m. Eastern time, and there will be no recount. God damn it. I got to step away for about 5 minutes. I'll be right back. Please try not to kill each other while I'm gone.
Hey, brother X, I'm a ride out, bro.
Okay.
Yeah.
I appreciate you, brother. I might need you next week, brother KIT. I might need you. All right, my brother.
I got you. Yeah, no problem.
Brother, man. Appreciate it, man.
All right, peace out, fellas.
Yeah, all right, keep it tag. What's up, bro?
All right,
peace.
And for those of you Negroes who've been living under a rock and don't know, brother KIT is the official timekeeper of the T.P.O.T debates. Go check him out at keepitechie.com and Keep It Techie on YouTube, Negroes. But carry on. I got to step away, man. I think somebody here because the dog going crazy. I got to go see who's outside. I'll be right back.
All right, brother X. No, but once again, like you use the same talking points like always because the white women. Do I talk about the white community? Hold on, Big J? Do I talk about the white community on my channel?
No.
Exactly. So why do I care what white women do?
That's not the point. The point is the propaganda. No. I don't know what's inside. Was under your skull, but it seemed like there was titanium is inside your skull. Because when somebody's trying to convey a point to you, it's like though you're so cognitive dissonance that you can't sit there and see what the other person tried to convey.
You ain't conveyed anything. You're being condescending.
You want people. You want people to agree with you.
Sir.
Well, the problem with you, ACC, right? You want people to agree with you.
AJ, sir.
That's your problem, AJ. That's your problem, AJ. You want people to agree with you. No. Then why was you came in on here yelling and screaming and shit when I'm calm, cool, and collected?
Yelling and screaming. No,
you raising your voice.
No, you refuse to answer the question.
I did answer your question.
You want to come with that condescending bullshit.
I was referring to my comment. I was referring to my comment on your channel. I said, why does it have to be black though? That's what I said. This is a cultural problem, not a racial problem. You, on the other hand, is making it into a racial issue. Yeah. See,
Lord.
See, you are the one. You are the one making it a racial issue. You the one saying black.
Very simple question. No, I asked you a simple question, BJ.
I just answered your question.
You didn't. No,
you didn't read. Did you read the entire comment?
Like I told you, I wasn't able to see the entire.
That's what I'm referring to.
You were just saying
that's what I'm referring
why can't
to.
Women be evil? So what I did, I came up here to ask you, why do it have to be black women in the first place?
The point, if you would read the entire comment,
what is so hard about that question?
No, hold on. Instead of you going half cock on half of a comment, you should have read the entire comment and then come to me with it. The point I was making to you, AJ, is you that woman. Let me say it like this: the type of argument feeds into the propaganda. You're creating more synergies, not less, with that talking point.
What propaganda?
You're pouring water on a grease fire.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
Give
me more context. What are we talking about?
It's like this. Okay, a man has robbed the store. I'm put it like this. I'm gonna open. Hold on. I'm gonna open up a newspaper tomorrow, and it reads: "Man robs the U.S. National Bank." Okay. Now they ain't gonna tell you who the race of the person is. Now, if it was a black person, they'll sit and say, Negro, black man, Tyrone Stevens, 17, robbed the First National Bank. Put his picture all up on the front. That's what I'm talking about. Propaganda. You are providing propaganda. By including race. You are putting propaganda.
So when we think about tours with black women, with these BBs, because they're not black women, you don't think that's a culture issue? You said
wait a minute, but race is not a culture.
No, I'm asking. No,
race
I'm just saying,
is not a culture.
Listen to me. You don't think it's a cultural problem when it comes to these BBs, these black females?
You see that? These black. You didn't say these women. You just said these.
No, because I don't consider them women.
Came out your mouth.
I would never call them women.
Out your mouth was about race. The first thing came out your thing was about race.
No,
not about a woman. Hold on.
So with the
not
about a woman, with the long eyelashes,
about a woman.
So you saying that's a race problem with that situation? With the weed,
you're making it into a racial issue.
I'm asking you, Big J. That's not cultural. So you're saying that's a race issue?
It's not a race issue.
I know
you're
it's
making it a race issue.
No, you're not making no sense.
If you the one who said BB. You the one that's, and what does BBC? Well, BB means what? Black bitches, right?
No, black bras, man.
Black bras, black bitches. But the thing is,
well, you want to call them
it's black. The first word is what? Black.
Okay.
First word in your vocabulary, in your word choice is race. You put race into it. I don't. That's why.
Oh, you don't. So you look at it as an overall problem, right? White women, Hispanic women.
Because you know why? Because I'm an American citizen. Because I'm an American citizen.
Can I interject one thing?
Just
real quick.
Hold on.
If I can interject, just one thing.
The difference is, I see what the problem
just
is.
one thing, Big J. If I can interject this one thing, just this one thing, just quickly. Cerulean, it's not your fault.
I do admire Cerulean. I do admire Cerulean Charles Fox.
S.K.C. I looked at your videos, sir. I remember they was considering you as a troll. Are you trolling right now, S.K.C.? Remember, don't think I be watching you, S.K.C. I be watching you, bro. So hey, they probably gonna consider you as a troll, man. By the way, man, I like that video, man. Keep that ish up, man. Good work, bro. Good work, man. Good work, man. No, but Big J, really? So Big J, you American, right? So you don't consider yourself as a black man. You just American, correct?
DeAndre, it's not your fault.
I guess so we ain't gonna have no serious conversation because S.K.C keep cutting in with that bullshit. So I guess we ain't have no conversation right now.
Bro. You can answer the question. And if you got any questions, I'm gonna answer it. I mean, if you want to keep saying it, all I'm going to do is laugh. But we still gotta have a serious conversation. I'm going to answer your question as as honest as I can. I'm not going to
see myself as an American citizen.
Okay.
But you don't hear me harping. I'm black, y'all. I'm black, y'all. I'm blackly black. I'm not part of that pro-black, back to Africa, red Pan-African shit. Not on that bullshit.
I never said.
Well then.
I'm a black man. I have two black sons.
Okay, good. Then why do you keep on making it about a particular race?
Because I care about my black community. That's why. That's why I care about my black community. Because the last time I checked, when I'm here in Chicago, guess who's doing all the killings? It ain't white people. It ain't Hispanic people. It's black young men doing this. Sir?
Really?
Yes,
really? Do you realize though that crime is everywhere? Hold on. Watch this, y'all. Watch this, y'all. Do you realize crime is everywhere in Chicago?
You said that, Big J.
No. Do you know crime? Do you know crime
is? But unfortunately, it's mostly done by who?
Get out of there. Now we got to start talking about percentages. Those dang percentages. Get out of here, percentages. You're not real numbers.
Hold on. Based upon your geographical
it's
location.
Not based on mine. No.
Yes, it is. Yes,
There's study is done here.
The study
is done here in Chicago, sir. Big J.
You live.
When a guy get locked up, you don't think that becomes
in a
data?
corrupt area.
Oh Lord.
People do crime.
Hey,
Hold on.
Big J.
The problem with you. Hold on. The problem with you. You not. The problem is you so worried about hair weave.
I'm listening. Go ahead.
Hold on. You so worried about hair weave. I'm gonna say something right now. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna cut the bullshit right now. Let me cut the bullshit.
Percentages aren't real numbers.
You hold on. Oh my God.
You said
if you was happy, hold on. If you was happy earlier in life, if you was happier earlier in life, you wouldn't be on YouTube talking about these black females. If you was happier in life with your woman, you wouldn't be worried about doing this manosphere shit.
You don't know that.
I hate percentages.
You on a red pill rage.
Who is you to tell me
what
I will do?
I'm talking about how, man.
And the last time I checked, hold on, Big J, this is what I'm finna get you, like I keep getting you.
On what?
If you sit there and look at my video, sir, I am with black women.
But at what percentage?
Sir?
But at what percentage are you with them, AJ?
What percentage?
But you out here. Hold on. But you out here.
What percentage?
You out here.
What percentage are you with them, AJ?
Watch this, y'all. But you still single though.
So what?
Wait a minute.
With black women.
But at what percent is he single?
Hold on. Let's look at the avatar pic. You think though that's something is that something that's supposed to advance the cause of morality among black men or black people as a whole? No.
But Big J, you said as a whole?
You're not leading by example.
Are we talking about a percentage?
If you out there,
I am leading by example. At least I'm with a black woman. I have my head on a black woman breast, sir.
And so what? But the problem is though, you ain't married to it. All y'all talking about single motherhood. Wait a minute. But you supposed to be all you do talking about single mothers this, single mothers that. But I see you with another black woman, with another black woman, with another black woman, with another black woman. You have your fucking head on the chest of a black one, trying to impress somebody else with it.
Big J, what percent of the time is he doing that though?
That's not the point. The point is
because he could be only doing that for 10% of his time.
Argument, it's a flawed
If he's
argument.
only doing it 10% of the time, it can't be that big of a deal.
Your argument is a flawed argument.
Right. You're not making any fucking
No.
sense.
You're not making any sense.
Bro,
you're not making any sense.
I be letting you talk.
You talk.
Let me talk.
A lot of y'all claim.
And this is the problem with this dude.
You
just want to keep going on and on and on, man. That's effeminate energy, bro. Let's be men.
Not your fault, Big J.
I let you talk. Let me talk.
Hey, was I displaying effeminate behavior 2 hours ago? S.K.C.
S.K.C. ain't got nothing to do with this.
No. Was I demonstrating? Was I demonstrating?
This is a discussion between me and you. You say what you say, and then I respond. Can we do this, Big J? Yes or no, sir?
But you want raising your voice.
I don't talk about every fucking black baby mama out here. I don't do that.
But you wasn't one raising your. You came on here raising your voice. I wasn't.
So now it's a problem because I raised my voice?
Yeah,
but Big J, his voice wasn't raised 100% of the time.
How in the world can you
his voice wasn't raised 100% of the time?
Hold on. How can you call anybody effeminate? How can you call anybody effeminate when you the one being effeminate? When you first got on here, you were raising your voice at me, dude. Come on, man.
What
doesn't make any sense.
What percentage of him is effeminate?
Stop it.
I mean, that matters because if it's only 1%, you got 99% that's masculine, Big J.
Stop it, man.
I mean, you really gonna fault that man for 1% of effeminate energy? Come on, man. We gotta get.
I don't care about that. That don't bother me.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
That don't bother me.
That doesn't bother you?
Talk your stuff, AJ. Wait a minute. Talk your stuff, AJ. Raise your voice to 100%.
At first, though, you saying I'm being effeminate.
I'm gonna stay at 40%.
No. You say I'm effeminate, but then though you're doing effeminate shit by raising your voice, and I've been calm, cool, and collected for like the past two and a half
no,
hours.
you haven't. No, you haven't. Because if you were, you would let me talk.
Because you raised your voice at me, Negro. It happened before that.
Stop with
But
all
he
the
only raised his voice at 85%.
No, it's 40%. S.K.C. Get it right. Let's get the data.
40%. See, that means 60% is all good. That's the minority, Big J. Percents matter. Percents are real numbers.
What is the percentage of me being with these women? Did this dude just say that shit? Like,
see,
give it up, bro. Give it up, man.
Give a what up?
You don't be making no sense, man.
Not with me, you're not making. You're not cognitive. You're not cognitive.
You don't be.
You're not cognitive.
You don't be making no sense at all.
You're not cognitive.
Well, all I know, Big J, is it's not your fault.
What percentage of me being with these women? Still, I'm with these women though. But for you to sit there and keep talking about black women, well, us disrespecting these single moms and all this, what percentage are you with them, sir?
It's not your fault.
None. Zero. Because you said out your own mouth who you date. What's your ass out here, boy?
Negro.
Hypocrite.
If I'm a hypocrite, hold on.
You's a hypocrite.
Prove it.
I bet you Big J the type of dude, he's sitting there taking up for these black broads, these BBs, but I guarantee you though, he don't go to the hood, he don't support none of them. He just do that shit here on goddamn YouTube though. But you do it, you know why you do it? Let me finish. You do it because it's the only how you go get eyes to your channel, sir.
Do it.
Hold on. When I was repping MGTOW, I was getting more eyes, nigga. What the fuck you talking about?
But you never was repping MGTOW.
Yeah, yes I did.
No, you wasn't.
Yes, I did. Go to MGTOW TV. My videos is on MGTOW TV. What the hell are you talking about?
You was never MGTOW.
So MGTOW.TV. My name is all over the motherfucker.
You was blue pill. Yeah, okay.
Blue pill.
What percentage would you put in your videos on there, sir? Let me stop.
98%.
See,
wait a minute. Big J used to be MGTOW, or are you still?
I used to make MRA videos and big MGTOW videos.
No, answer the question. Were you MGTOW?
Were you? You were
MGTOW? I was in the MGTOW community.
Yes or no? So you be there? Was you MGTOW? Yes or no?
Yeah. I said I was repping MGTOW back in 2014.
So did you have a change of heart? Did you what?
Yeah. The same time when the same time period when I saw how some guys just went too far with the bullshit.
They took it too far.
Y'all took shit too damn far.
So
and and that's why I say, listen.
That was your reason for leaving?
Everybody is the enemy.
That was your.
Y'all treated everybody as the fucking enemy, and not everybody is the enemy just because you have a disagreement. That doesn't make them the enemy. Y'all look at them as the enemy. Y'all look at them as the enemy.
But if you look at the breakdown of MGTOW, what does that mean though, Big J?
Men going their own way.
Exactly. So that means they're coming up with their own ideals. So if other men decided that they don't want to F with a certain group or whatever subset, that don't mean that have something to do with what I decide to do or what I want to talk about.
I'm talking about the mentality here.
What you mean the mentality?
The whole mentality of everybody is the enemy.
No, you can't group. See, this is what I'm talking about.
See, I can't.
You try to group
the mentality. The mentality still. No. I go by your words. Your words is toxic. And if your words are toxic, it's not helping any other person. Listen, y'all not helping anybody. Jordan Davis. No, not Jordan Davis. Jordan Harris. Oh my God! Can we have a conversation, S.K.C? Or are you gonna keep on doing this bullshit? Seriously.
I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. It's not your fault.
Like I use Diana Davidson, right? How many black men have helped other black men get out of jail in this space, in the black manosphere space?
Huh?
I asked a question. Answer the question though. Answer the question. I ain't talking about my Michael Jordan, Tyrone Church. And I'm gonna say something to you, Tyrone Church. I'm getting tired of your bitch ass coming over there trying to come at me and shit. Talk all that bullshit to me, nigga. No, man. He's up in the chat room. Want to talk all this bullshit.
You see this hypocrite?
No, I'm not a hypocrite. He keep on calling me out.
But you want to call me effeminate? You effeminate, sir.
Effeminate? No, you are effeminate.
You just want to sit back. This man ain't call you out your name. He ain't disrespect you.
He been disrespecting me for the past 3 months.
Wait, I just didn't see him do it now. I was looking in the chat too,
past
Big J.
3 months.
I was looking dead in that chat. He didn't call you out your name not one time.
Hey, pay attention. I said the past 3 months. What part that you don't get? See, you got no comprehension still.
And now who's yelling?
You got no comprehension. I said the past 3 months. The past 3 months, that nigga in the chat room keep on coming after me.
Okay, so you can't get at him when he was doing it, whatever he was doing it to you. He didn't do it over here.
But Big J, him coming at you, Big J, that's not your fault.
Yeah. You're right. It's not my fault. It's not my fault. Ain't my fault. No, he's a hypocrite. No. Don't sit there and call anybody a hypocrite.
No, because you use excuses.
Time out. Don't you ever call me a hypocrite when you hang around with that hypocrite who's sitting on a chair made of duct tape. Don't you ever call somebody a hypocrite when you hang around with a fucking hypocrite.
Okay, so hold on. So
no.
Whoa,
nigga, you hang around with a hypocrite. You hang around with a fucking hypocrite. So don't you ever accuse me being hypocritical.
No, I can't call.
You can't call me a motherfucking hypocrite. You can't call me a fucking hypocrite. You can't call me a hypocrite.
I don't care.
No. You can't call me a hypocrite when you hang around with the biggest hypocrite in the fucking world.
Oh my
Stop
God.
it. And I'm gonna say something right now. I stand by my convictions. I stand by my convictions.
Y'all see this shit?
That's your problem. You don't want me. You want me to think exactly like you. You want me to sit there and actually say the same shit, have the same mindset as you. Negro, I'm not from the ghetto. I'm not from the fucking hood. Your experience is different than my experience. So you need to respect that. Instead of you trying to pigeonhole me into pigeonhole my square ass into a round hole. Okay?
Yeah, see,
you try.
That's where you go wrong at again, sir.
You try wrong
at again, sir. I came from a middle class. I came from a middle class household.
Right? Okay. Yeah. I wouldn't say middle class. I said what I said, nigga. I said what I said.
So
I said what I said, and you got to deal with that.
The truth in.
I put it on your lap. Hey, AJ, I said this. I made you a present. I set it on your lap.
No, you didn't.
You got to open it up and deal with it.
You ain't never make me no present, sir. That's a fucking present full of shit.
Because you're full of shit. Your argument is full of shit.
No, your argument is full of shit. Like I said, you're condescending. You brought up somebody.
I'm condescending because y'all are condescending.
Wait. Who does this? He brought up somebody that's not even here. That don't even got nothing to do with what we talking about.
Call me hypocritical. Don't you ever call me a hypocrite.
Make it make sense.
Don't you ever call nobody a hypocrite. Who does that?
I have yet to bring up anybody who panel you sit on and brought them into this conversation.
You did that yesterday, nigga. So
I did.
Oh yes, you did. Back to the point. How the fuck do you call somebody a hypocrite? No. You call somebody a hypocrite. You gonna call somebody a hypocrite, and you never explain what I was being hypocrite over.
You showing it yourself.
What am I being hypocritical over?
Nigga, the more you're showing it.
But how much of a percentage of a hypocrite was he?
I don't know, S.K.C. I got it. I didn't.
I
Take
mean, because
notes,
if he was only 30%
hypocrite,
hypocrite,
I'm gonna have to write down his
we're
talking points,
70%
man.
good.
No, I got to go back. Listen to this. And hopefully, Brother X put it up, and I take his talking points, and I give y'all the percent of the BS that he's saying.
Oh, was it only 20%?
I want to say I want to say probably 40. I give him about 40.
See,
He's
that means that
you
you 60% good, Big J. That ain't nothing to
he
slouch about.
Points. He making some points.
That ain't nothing to slouch about, Big J.
In what positions am I being hypocritical on? I want you to name them.
Well, we need to know the percentage of the things that you're hypocritical on, Big J. The percent matters.
No.
What we learn,
because I'm waiting for AJC and Red to tell me what positions am I being hypocritical on. Oh wait,
but before he goes there, because that's a lot. He has to formulate all of that. But I just want to remind.
I know.
I want to remind the 52 people that are here.
He's not cognitive in what we were actually saying.
No. Sometimes it takes time to get these things
saying.
Down. It takes time to get these things down. He's going to reply to you. But just as a quick note, I just want to remind the 52 people that's still here in the chat, the takeaway from this entire debacle that we just had, it was a great conversation between Big J, XXX, or XXX, as I like to say. But I want to remind everybody that thing that we learned today was that percentages are real numbers. They are real. So if you don't take away anything else from the rest of this whole conversation, just know that percentages are real numbers, because there's some people that's on YouTube that believe that percentages, they ain't real.
True.
That is all.
They don't matter.
That is true.
They don't
matter. Definitely
matter.
agree with you on that, S.K.C. Great point. Great point.
They don't matter.
Yep. And that's why I go off. I go off the data, Big J. I don't go off feelings, sir.
When you first got up on here, you go off of feelings, dude, because you raising your voice and everything else. Get out of here with that. Now tell me. Now tell me. Now tell me something. Tell me something. Tell me something. Wait, hold on. Tell me something, S.K.C. Hold on. Tell me something, S.K.C. Tell me something, S.K.C. Wait a minute. I forgot to tell you, S.K.C. Because I keep hearing. Well, I'll tell you what, AJ. Well, tell me something, AJ. How helpful is your rhetoric to the next generation? I'll wait.
Oh, you wait? No, you know where you go wrong at, Big J? It's very helpful. You want to know why? Because I have two sons, correct? One that's doing very well doing.
We're not talking about your sons.
No, you say that next generation. Are they not the next generation? Yes or no?
We talking about your sons. We're talking about society as a whole.
Cognitive dissonance.
Society
who's doing it right now? You.
I said society as a whole.
You are.
At the beginning of this live stream, when I was talking about the next generation, I was talking about as society. We wasn't talking about individuals.
You wanted me to think like you think. See, because when I answered your question, you didn't think about that, did you?
If more people were to think like me, hold on.
You didn't think about that, did you, sir? You ain't think about that.
Maybe if more people think like me, y'all wouldn't be having these problems with these women and these women. Y'all would be focusing on. Y'all will be focusing on changing laws. Hold on.
But where your proof beta? What you doing for the next generation, sir? You ain't doing shit. You doing nothing but running your mouth, sir.
No.
I have two sons that are doing very well, Big J. Very well.
Who cares? We ain't talking about
what you mean, who cares?
We ain't talking about your son. We're talking about society.
What you mean? That's the next generation, right?
We're talking about society.
As hell, nigga. What you mean, who cares?
We ain't talking about your son. We're talking about society.
Hey, I swear to God, nigga, if you was to say that shit in my face, nigga, you have a problem. What you mean, who cares, nigga?
Negro. You're not cognitive.
Talking about who cares, nigga.
When I was talking about, when I was talking about the next generation, wasn't talking about your family.
Talking to this goofy ass nigga. This proof right here. This nigga don't care about the black boys. He don't care about what we doing.
You're not even cognitive, dude. I said
this
society.
nigga's a straight hater.
The next generation in society.
What?
I said, hey, S.K.C. At the beginning,
Fuck out of here, boy.
At the beginning of
this, nigga's a hater, nigga. You's a hater, nigga. Who you raised, boy? What is you doing, Big J? You ain't doing shit but running your fucking mouth, nigga, like these damn bitches do on fucking YouTube. You ain't no
listen that,
nigga.
y'all.
Nigga.
Beta. Emotional, y'all. He's all emotional now.
Nigga,
you're emotional now. You're emotional.
They the next up, nigga. That's why we do care. Black men care. Effeminate niggas like you don't. Fuck
wait a
nigga.
minute. Hold on. You was the guy about 4 months ago talking about you want to put hands on me. You think I forgot about that shit?
I don't give a fuck, nigga. You want to set it up? You want to set it up, nigga?
It's not your
fault. Don't you ever in your fucking life, nigga, talk about you don't care, nigga. When it comes to my kids, nigga, you better care, motherfucker.
Negro. When I said I don't care, I was talking about society, Negro. We talking about society.
No, nigga, because just like I thought, nigga.
I ain't talking about black
motherfuckers.
I said though they're not
niggas like you. You're
not even cognitive. You're not even cognitive. What's saying? You're not even cognitive.
White Latina fucking community that you in, nigga.
Dude,
you don't care about black people, nigga.
Dude,
nigga,
you're not even cognitive to what I said,
nigga. Big J, you's a fraud, nigga. Fuck out of here. You ain't did shit for black people. Just run your fucking mouth, nigga.
You're not cognitive to what I said.
No, you're not cognitive. Nigga,
you're not cognitive to what I said. You're not cognitive to what I said.
Nigga,
let me say this again.
Nigga, I don't need you to say it again, nigga. But you disrespect my kids. Like I
did not disrespect your children. I said though they're not. I said I'm talking about society,
nigga. You need to do, Big J.
You trying to individualize it?
Find your lane, cause it's not with us, nigga. It's not with us, nigga.
Then why are you here then?
The white Latinos.
Then why are you here then? Why are you here then? Why are you here then? Why are you here then?
You're not
why
with
are you
us,
here
man.
then?
What you mean?
Why are you here then?
Nigga, what do you have?
You came on here. You came on here on some bullshit.
Now
you came on here on some bullshit.
Forget at your ass, Big J. What have you done for any black community? Nigga, I got plenty of shit that's shown me doing shit. What have you done, Big J? Name one.
Can I finish what I was really trying to say?
Give me a video of anything.
I ain't showing you because you don't deserve shit. You don't deserve shit. I ain't showing you a goddamn thing because how disrespectful your ass is. You just a disrespectful bitch of shit. Shut the fuck up when you talking to me, bitch.
Nigga.
Shut the fuck up,
nigga.
dude.
I ain't gotta do shit, bitch ass
All
nigga.
right.
No, nigga.
Will put my hands on your bitch ass.
No, nigga, you came here on shit.
All right, we don't want
no fucking hoe, cause that's why I called your bitch ass out. I know you ain't got no proof of doing anything, nigga.
I didn't have to show you shit.
Hold on. I
want to give shit. I want to give people who actually deserve to see the shit. You don't deserve a goddamn thing.
Hold on.
You don't deserve a motherfucking thing. What the fuck you talking about?
Hold on.
You came on here, man, because you was in your feelings. You was in your fucking feelings over a comment.
Wait a minute.
You was in your feelings.
Wait a minute. I don't want people arranging flights to go whoop nobody ass on my channel. Number one. Number two. Let's kind of reel it in a little bit. Let's get back to talking about something else besides choking each other.
My apologies.
Let's talk about something besides choking each other.
But like I said, he couldn't do it, nigga.
Couldn't do what? I couldn't do it.
What you done, nigga? You can't do it.
I don't have to show you shit
because you don't have shit to show.
Damn right. I don't show shit. I don't show shit for you, nigga. The main. You feel something good, nigga? I just show you a goddamn thing.
Energy.
Because you know why? You know why? Because niggas like you will get in the way. Just like those Manosphere 2.0 got in the way of 1.0. Like how you 2.0 niggas got in the way with Sparky Fister and goddamn what's his name from out of Britain was doing some father's right shit. You niggas fuck that game up.
Yeah, shit. Y'all see
No,
this goofy ass
no,
shit.
y'all
This
fucked
nigga
up.
brings up YouTube.
No,
He
no,
made-
no,
he
no,
used
no,
YouTube as
no,
an example,
no, hold on.
other than him going out doing something for the black
when
community.
y'all got in their way.
But he,
y'all got in
but
their
he
way.
steady
When
saying
they
about
actually
us
was doing some real
disrespecting.
shit.
Well,
talking
hold
bad
on,
about
hold
women.
on, hold
when
on, brother
Doug
Big
Tishon,
J. Hold on,
when Doug
hold on, brother
Tishon
Big.
was doing his thing. When
What do
Doug Tishon was doing his thing, you 2.0 Negroes was getting in the fucking way with y'all comedy bullshit.
What do you mean? What do you mean by? What do you mean by they were getting in the way? What do you mean? What do you mean when you say that?
I'm gonna tell you like this. Doug Tishon was doing he was doing YouTube and he was doing campaigning for fathers' rights. He was doing it, and it was real shit. He was doing his fathers' right thing. But then Negroes, like you 2.0 Negroes, was taking all the energy out of the room and made it be about Becky. I'm going to Becky or fuck black women, hair weave. When people was talking about real legitimate shit, Doug Tishon, people like Doug Tishon, people like Sewing Black, people like old boy I forgot his name, the whole Caribbean dude, they was doing some actual real shit instead of doing videos talking about black women are bitches and black women are hoes. Becky. And that's why at the beginning of this motherfucking ass live stream, I said Jordan Harris. What did George Harris do? The clean slate law. I mentioned all those dang black men were doing clean slate laws and shit. But what do black men? The brother out of Boston with the whole round table.
It's not your fault.
Everybody doing shit, but it's always rhetoric from the 2.0 niggas fucking up the game up. Black men solving their own problems.
So were these brothers doing it by way of YouTube, or were they doing it on the ground?
Both.
Okay.
Both. They were doing it both.
Okay.
And I can back up what I'm saying.
And you're saying that people came in and got in the way.
Yeah, with all that clowning shit, celebrity gossip, goddamn. I walk in the blood stains of black women. Them type of videos, y'all got in the way of that shit. You were 2.0 Negroes. You 2.0 niggas, y'all got in the way of the 1.0.
So let me get this correct. So you saying Thug Tissue, right? So back then, when it was, let's just say a 1.0 Big J, they was considering themselves the Black Manosphere.
That's what they refer to themselves now.
No, I'm saying back then. No, they didn't, Big J. So what the fuck is you talking about?
What the fuck I'm talking about, nigga, is that your rhetoric and the rhetoric of others is does more harm than good.
But how much by percentage?
No, hold on.
Really?
How much by percent?
So give me the data. Give me something. You don't know that.
What's the percent of the harm?
Right. So I can say the same thing
okay,
about your rhetoric,
I'll tell you what. I'll tell you how. When you see two, I mentioned these two men's name. I see 20-year-olds listening to our conversations, and then they repeat shit when they don't even know what the fuck we're talking about.
Okay, well, hold on there, Big J. I gotta come in on that one. I gotta come in. I have to come in on you on that one. I have to come in. That's where I was referencing the next generation at. I have to come in. I have to come in on you on that one, Big J, because now you got people like Joe W in the chat where he's saying this is going south fast. No, it's not going south, Joe. Because we learned an important lesson tonight. We learned that percentages are real numbers. Now, that's important in this space because math is important. And there was a right way and there was a panel in these spaces that was trying to propagate that percentages were not real numbers, and they are. We learned that tonight. That percentages are real.
You see that? You're getting in the way, S.K.C. That's exactly what I'm talking about. I'm about to make a good ass point. You got brothers actually was trying to do something, but then the rhetoric and the bullshit became so toxic and so I know if you want to call that male feminist term, fuck y'all. Don't give a fuck. I'm gonna use my words, okay?
Math is not toxic.
I know it ain't toxic, but when you know, the rhetoric only creates a more of a disdain for the other group of people. It's not helping black men at all. It's not helping black men at all. So you got 20-year-olds repeating what 40-year-olds saying and these 20-year-olds are mad at women when they never even met these women. They don't even know who they never even dated a woman. And they out there calling women bitches on these live streams. And that is what I'm referring to as the next generation.
All right, well, brother, hold on a second. Okay, so what you're saying is that people's rhetoric is affecting other people's growth, development, what are they affecting?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay. Let's stop right there.
Words matter.
Let's stop right there. So, if you were to take all these people that you think have this, whatever you want to call it, rhetoric, and you get rid of these people, do you think that would solve the problem? If you took them all off of YouTube, would that solve the problem?
It would solve at least 75% of the problem.
75%.
How was that though? How was that though when you got new people springing up every day though? Like
but those new people are influenced by the older people.
Okay.
They're actually influenced. If you actually listen to some of these guys talk, they're only repeating what somebody else tell them. Because I listen to I hate to put this boy's name in here. The guy whose name starts with a J, okay, I'm gonna use him. If you pay attention to what he said, he's repeating what 50-year-old Negroes are saying.
So Big J, are you
50-year-olds who are 50-year-old, 60-year-old niggas who still pissed off at women? You got 20-year-olds like the guy whose name is Jay is repeating gripes of an old man when the young dude had never experienced a woman, a girlfriend, or any type of relationship.
So Big J, are you saying that these kids? Are you saying that these young men
communicate? Communication. How you communicate effectively? If you really want to be successful, you got to communicate better.
Well, are you saying that these men? Are you saying that these young men they can't think for themselves?
Half of them boys don't. Some of the boys
why can't they think for themselves?
So isn't that a them problem, not a someone else's problem? If they can't,
it's called responsibility. If men are supposed to hold on. If men are supposed to be responsible, right?
Okay, if they raised by a fucking black mother household, how would they be responsible?
Wait a minute. But you
talking about?
Wait a minute.
Not making no sense,
okay.
Big J. That is why they're mad.
Why you yelling? Why are you yelling? Why are you yelling?
You don't make no sense.
Why are you yelling? No,
it's no sense.
No. You're not cognitive. That's
you're
your
not
problem.
Cognitive, sir.
No, you're not cognitive because like you
talking about somebody named Jay.
The thing is,
maybe Jay was raised by a fucked up ass black mother. And maybe that's why he feel the way he feels.
No.
He
came from a two-parent household. He came from a two-parent household, sir.
Other men, hold on. Other men that are speaking facts. You talking about they're 50 years old. Can you prove that they're lying what they're saying? You can't, Big J.
Yeah, like a Latino women taste like milk.
You just
Latino pussy tastes like milk.
But you have a lot of
like
men.
What?
Like a Latino women taste like milk. What is that? Come on now. But you out here saying these 50-year-old men, they're telling the truth. Well, you hang around with a dude who said Latino women, the vagina of a Latino woman tastes like milk. So you can't tell me that they're lying. You can't tell me I'm lying when you actually saying it's true. You actually tell me Latino women vagina saying it tastes like milk.
See, y'all see what I'm saying?
No. What you say? What you say?
Did y'all just hear what you say? Did y'all just hear what he just said?
Yeah, but see,
I just hear this.
Yeah, I heard it. I
This
don't
dude is
buy.
condescending.
I don't buy the whole.
you got people who are very serious.
Yeah, but see,
you got people who you got young dudes very serious who, oh my God, it's
I don't
true.
buy the whole thing
I'd
that
date me a Latino woman.
I don't buy the whole thing that people on YouTube have this big influence on the world. I think they maybe have a little bit of influence on other people on YouTube, but I mean, when you talk about, well, you know, y'all saying this stuff and y'all got 20-year-olds repeating it. I mean, no matter what you do, if you take these people off, of the internet that you say, okay, they spread propaganda, they say the wrong stuff, they're influencing all these young guys. If you take all these dudes off of YouTube tonight, guess what? Tomorrow, it will still be negative shit on YouTube. It will still be shit on YouTube that will affect these dudes if they are the type to be affected by YouTube. I don't think the answer is taking all these people off who say the shit that you don't like. I just don't think that makes any sense, because guess what? There are people up here who say, there are people on every channel that say shit that people don't like. You say things that people don't like, Brother Big J. Brother AJ says things that people don't like. Brother Supreme say things that people don't like. And I know I say shit that people don't like.
Okay.
But it's not true.
Hold on.
We all say things that people don't like.
The narrative. Okay, here's one narrative that is fraudulent, that's been passed around. People been saying it all the time. Well, you know, man, welfare had kicked the black men out the household. Okay, but that's a partial. That is not entirely true. Because if you actually, Negroes like to repeat what Tariq Nasheed and Tommy and everybody else say. Well, people don't want to study what really happened. People want to go to these low-hanging fruit conversations like, oh, the black woman, they kick us out the house. Well, no, monetary policy in the early 70s did with the gold shock, beginning with the gold shock of 1971, when the steel industry and automobile industry crashed. Crash and all those black men became unemployed. That's really what started black male unemployment. But like people on here don't want to explore black male unemployment and why black men was out the household.
What?
That didn't make no sense. There was no correlation. No. What I'm saying can be backed up. The gold shock of 1971. Read it up. Gold shock of 1971 made black men unemployed during the 1970s. Y'all don't.
With welfare kicking men at the house. Oh my God.
No, it led for black men being out of the house. It wasn't this big, the feminism. It wasn't this one big catch-all of the welfare programs did. No, it was multiple things happening. It wasn't just the welfare to kick the man of the welfare. And let me say something too. Y'all watch that movie Claudine too damn much. Y'all watch that movie Claudine too much. And I'm gonna tell you why. Hold on, I'm tell you why. Hood Conservative was on here a month or so ago, was trying to tell everybody on this board that like the movie Claudine, that the welfare kicked black men out the household since because and Claudine was promoting it. Negro kicking men out the household was made illegal by the Supreme Court case in 1968. The movie Claudine came out in 1974. And guess what? And you know who started the case against the welfare program that kicked black men out the household? A black woman led that in 1968.
No, you didn't. That's a lie.
No, that's a lie. What I'm saying is the truth. What I'm saying is the truth. What I'm saying is the truth. It's the truth. Y'all take certain narratives.
Drop a link right now.
Y'all take certain narratives.
Drop a link right now, Big J. Drop a link. You a mod. He a mod, right, Brother X? Ain't he's a mod?
No, I'm not. I'm not a mod.
Okay, drop it in the back chat. Drop it right now in the back chat.
It's not your fault.
You can put it in the back chat if he wants. But let me shout out. Hold on. Let me shout out my brother Osama Abdul with the $5 super chat. I appreciate you dropping your hard-earned coins on this platform. Appreciate that, brother Alsama. He says, shout out to the chat and one of the most integral leaders in the Black Manosphere, the one and only T.P.O.T. I appreciate that, man. You know, I try, man. I try to have the brothers up here, let them speak their piece and talk their shit. And, you know, sometimes it get a little crazy and out of hand, but, you know, it is what it is. You know, I've gotten used to it over the years, but, you know, brothers get fiery up here sometime, brother Osama. They get fiery up here. You know, they get passionate.
I wonder what's
what
going
percentage,
on
brother
with between AJ and Big J XXX here, man. Because I mean, I remember a time where it wasn't this fiery between these two brothers, man. I mean, first the Fat Boys break up, now this.
S.K.C, what percentage was that, sir?
I think it was about 10%. 10% ago.
Well, at least he didn't. Well, at least he didn't hop off the panel because brother Big J is known to come on here and motherfuckers to leave and shit. When the brother Big J
hold on.
run motherfuckers
I
off
got
here.
I got it, man. I'm finna
Somebody lied. Somebody lied in the chat room. Welfare did not start in 1945. Welfare started in 1933.
Now, y'all.
Come on, man. See, you see again. You got that from somebody else, and you Negroes like y'all listen to Tariq Nasheed too goddamn much, and all these other clowns on social media, and y'all just regurgitate what somebody else tell y'all. Stop that shit.
Well, I don't listen to Tariq.
Research
I listen to Jesse Lee.
How about
I listen to Jesse Lee.
Hold on, let me.
Some of y'all like to talk about the Moynihan report. Man, listen, Moynihan did not the Moynihan report was a copy, was a paste and cut from Franklin E. Frazier's book called Negro in America, which was published in 1939.
I have a question about that because you know a lot about history, Big J XXX. I just really want to know, and I'm not trolling at this point. I'm asking you a real question.
Hey, Negro. I didn't say welfare started in 1960. I said Negro. The idea of kicking men out the household was made outlaw in 1968. Pay attention, Tyrone Church. The thing is, Negro, you know what the fuck you talking about coming to me, nigga.
Okay, so what I want to know, Big J, is this stuff about the Moynihan report, this stuff about Franklin E. Frazier, and knowing the date of the when the man out the house thing happened and so forth. How has that helped you in life?
It helped me study law. It helped me study the origins of problems.
I'm talking about actual results. I'm not talking about just your stuff that is in your mind, because that's great. But I'm talking about what has been the outcome of you being able to assemble that information. Like, how has it helped you?
Why are you asking that? In what way?
Well, I'm just wondering, because typically when people study things and gather that amount of information, they're able to use that information to create value for themselves and their families. And so I'm kind of wondering, how does all of this information about all the stuff that you just talked about, how has it personally helped you to achieve the goals in your life?
Let me say something. As somebody who's been in politics and somebody who's been, I believe that correct. If you want to solve a problem, you have to use correct information. If you think there's a problem out there, you have to use correct information. You can't be using incomplete information.
Yeah, but we're talking about you. But Big J, we did our debate and everything, and I told you, brother, I thought we was bonded. We getting closer. Right. So I wanted you to get off your heart. I want to know, how is this stuff personally helping you to achieve Big J XXX's goals?
Wait. I hit this link, right? Counterpunch, October 5th.
Yeah, I was looking at this too.
2018.
Kanye is wrong.
Well, what the fuck is this, Big J?
That was just one of the articles. You told me bring an article. That's the first thing I saw, but there was multiple articles disapproving that, proving your claim. But there's
So-
multiple articles. That was the first. But hey, you just asked me to bring it up. I have to run and find one article. But there are multiple articles on
So
that.
are we referring to Kanye West now, brother Big J?
No. That was the first thing I hit. That was the first thing I hit, though.
I'm done.
So again, Big J, how is all that information? And again, I know you know your stuff. Ain't nobody else. I know the other people joking stuff, but Big J Triple X, you know your stuff. So I'm just asking, how does that translate to Big J Triple X achieving the goals that he wants in his life?
It's not about me, S.K.C. It's not about me anymore.
What is about?
It is about. It is about the next gen. It was about in 2030 and 2040.
So you living for the next generation?
Yeah, because I already seen how the conversations are around here.
So I
see ourselves now talking in circles.
So you saying you on a mission?
So you got kids. You got kids, right?
No, I don't have children.
Oh, so that's what I would see, Big J. See, now I'm glad that AJ. I'm glad you asked that question.
Now what?
We had this conversation before, Big J, and that's what I was telling you. That you haven't had your children. I know all the information that you sucked in and so forth that you gathered together. I know you read all sorts of books and stuff, but I'm telling you, all that stuff that happened, that's not your fault. You shouldn't have to put all that on your shoulders, brother. That's not your fault. These other people out here are living their lives, having their children, and these children are doing stuff. And here it is, you living for them. That's not your fault.
You know what, S.K.C, you right. You know what? I apologize to you, Big J, because now when S.K.C, what he just said, I gotta apologize to you because he's right. It is not your fault. Honestly, I don't think this is your battle, but now I get it. I get it now.
You gotta let that off your shoulders, Big J.
I get it now. So my apologies, cussing you out. I don't want to meet up with you. I finally get it now. I get it.
It's time for a healing.
Yeah, I think we need a group hug, man. Come on, man. Let's come
Big
together,
J,
guys. Come on.
It's not your fault.
Group hug, man. My bad, man. Seriously. I'm apologizing. I'm sorry, Big J. I should never cussed at you.
Brother.
Yeah, it's not your fault, man. Yes, it's not your fault, man. My apology for raising my voice. I should never did that because it's not.
I know
your fault.
I know you look out into the community and you see all that craziness. You see these kids going awry. You have read all these great things about the past of all of the inventors and the great minds of old, and you see it going down the hill and so forth. And I understand it hurts, but it's not your fault.
Facts.
That's not your fault, bro.
I agree, man. You ain't have kids yet. Hopefully, you got your legacy coming up, and I get it. You're right, man. S.K.C preach, brother. My bad, man. My apologies once again, Big J, man.
Big J. There's one right now that's getting back blown out, and there's gonna be a child that's gonna be born from that, and they're gonna go awry. But that's not your fault.
Not your fault. Yeah, I agree.
You don't gotta carry that.
No, don't carry that that burden. Don't do it. Yeah, I agree.
I know you're a big man. I know you, Big J. But there's some problems that are just too big, even for Big J.
Even that you accomplished something at a high percentile, but it's still not your fault, though. So
it's not your fault.
Not your fault, bro.
I know in certain circles when it comes to this internet thing, I know that there's certain circles that there'll be people that they push stuff in your head. Oh man, we have to be responsible. You gotta be. That's a dereliction of your masculinity and all that. No, that ain't none of that. What old girl did over there and all the stuff that she took and all the children that came out of that ain't your fault, brother.
Yep.
That ain't your fault.
Totally agree. Not your fault. Yep. Yeah. We should. You know what? We should pray.
You gotta live your life, Big J. You a young man.
We should pray on this, S.K.C. Seriously. Big J, can we do like
They use all these confusing words, Big J, the big highfalutin words. That's how we say down here in the Texas, in the South, you know, the highfalutin words, you know. Oh, geopoliticist and all this. Man, you're a young man. Live your life.
We need to do like
You ain't gotta be worrying about what some, one of them streetwalkers and all this stuff doing and everything, getting back blown out and children coming out and then education going down and all this. No.
S.K.C. No. S.K.C. We need to bow our heads right now. We need an E praying right now. We need
let us come together.
Come on. All right. Who's gonna do the praying? Who's gonna do can you do the S.K.C. man? Because you way better than me on this.
Lord, look down upon our brother Jay.
Right.
Help him to look at the community and walk away.
Yes.
Walk away. Because all of the children's and the bussing of the backs that's going on there, we gotta let it go. It's been a big pressure, tense pressure on the shoulders of our brother Big J.
Yes.
XXX.
Speak, brother.
But he has come to realize now that the community has been partaken of brand X.
Well.
Release him and let him to see the light.
Speak, brother, speak.
I release you, Big J.
In the name of YouTube.
Is the joking over with, y'all? Are y'all over with this joke?
Crazy. This is crazy.
What you talking about, Big J?
Is this over with, y'all?
It's not your fault, Big J.
Yeah, we just saying, bro. My apologies, man. It's not your fault, man.
And that's why I can't even be mad at Big J, man, because he's better than me. He done took all that stuff and put it on his back and he's been fighting a fine fight, but it's not his fault.
It's not your fault, bro. You know what, S.K.C? I mean,
I know.
I need that video from you, sir.
I know the trickery that goes on these panels, Big J. There's a lot of trickery. There be these on these female panels. They be talking. They be, oh man, the black man, they need to protect us, and they never been there for us. And we just did it, and your heart goes out to you because some people be, oh mama, no, mama, you gotta let that go.
Yeah,
gotta let it
go.
go.
The next time you go on one of them,
y'all should have had brother. Y'all should have had Brother Rod of God do it. He was in the chat earlier. Y'all should have had Brother Rod of God do it. I think he would have.
No, I think you would have been better with your voice. Would have been perfect, Brother X. Your voice would have been perfect.
Brother Rod of God, if you're still out there, come up here, man. And we need you to lay hands.
Yeah,
we just had
we just had a YouTube healing moment.
We had a healing.
Yeah,
healing.
It's not your fault, brother. Brother,
gotta heal, Big J. They tell you all this stuff about history, and they go all the way back to the, some will go all the way back to right before the animals and stuff. That ain't your fault. Yaqub did that. That ain't your fault.
Oh, it ain't your fault. Speaking in tongues, man. Big J, yes.
So I just want you to know that, Big J. The next time when you go to one of these panels, and these women are on there and they saying all this stuff about, oh, well, the black man, they ain't there for us. We need to build a community. They need to be doing this and that. And they're trying to put all that guilt trip on you, man. You ain't even lived your life. You ain't even got your kids.
Right.
And most of them have had multiple kids.
No, hold on. Wait a minute. Y'all are affected by their words. I'm not affected by their words.
That's what we were saying. That's what he's saying.
No, y'all two got me all fucked up while y'all was humming and praying and all that. The Lord is my shepherd, doing all that shit.
You ain't bow your head, Big J?
No, I didn't because you're
not religious.
This is because for me, this is about 2030, 2040 for me.
You
See,
not
it's not
religious?
about
You gotta
today.
let that go. You gotta let that go.
It's
brother.
not about today.
You
You
not
gotta let
religious,
that
Big
go,
J?
brother.
You ain't a Baptist? You ain't a Christian? What are you, Big J? You got triple X, man. I know you got to be something, man.
Oh, Big J. Don't tell me you didn't fail into the whole thing of the tribe is my God.
No,
Don't tell me
hell
that.
no.
Don't tell me that.
Fuck
Don't
that.
tell me
Fuck that.
Well, I know this. God damn it! It's 94 damn likes. I need 100 likes before we get up out of here.
Yeah,
I
let's
need
get the likes up,
I
y'all.
need 6 of you lazy Negroes to hit that damn like button. Can we at least get 100 likes before the damn stream is over? Jesus Christ! Come on, man.
Man, we try and do a transition with Big
Hit
J,
that
y'all. Come
damn
on.
like button, Negroes.
And that's
get
what
the
I was
likes up.
saying, AJ. I don't know
There
if
we
you,
go.
if you caught my other live stream or whatnot, but that's what I was saying earlier about this whole thing about the de-evolution of human beings, and
Yeah, you talking about
we
the
have to
animals.
be. We have been wrong. We have been wrong, man.
Yeah.
Animals are going to behave like animals. It's on us as humans to give them the correct habitat,
right,
so where they can thrive. But we can't be mad at them because they just doing what they're
they
programmed to
animals,
do.
Facts, and I agree with you. Like I said,
But wait a minute. The one person that you call an animal gave a black man a job.
I'm not. What are you talking about? I call somebody an animal.
Man, come on. We talk that same live stream when you and me was on there, when you calling me an animal, calling the general animal, you calling the host the animal. It was the host.
I didn't
that
call
gave
none of
a black
y'all
man
animals.
a job, right? She gave him a job right on fucking air. The nigga working
I
right
didn't
now.
call none of you animals.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
Shame that devil, Triple X. Shame that devil. I didn't call nobody no animal.
Why was you making references to animals when me and the general was going at it?
Because what I was saying is that in this world that we live in, we have a de-evolution process that's going on, and some people are leaning more towards instincts than they are to reason. Humans reason.
On that
Animals
level,
instinct fight.
Well, since the election and since the what happened on January 6th, American society has devolved.
So if that involves everybody, why are people talking about?
Yeah,
oh man, this specific person and this. Like no.
But you put it in the context of black people, though.
We all have to be careful, and we all need to care for our animals. They don't know what they're doing.
You see that right there, y'all. You see what he's trying to do.
They don't know what they're doing. Triple
in order to apply, call somebody an animal. Therefore, an animal has to be handled, right?
No, we have to care for them. We have to love them. We have to protect them.
I disagree.
Wait a minute. I thought though you was SYSBM. I thought you supposed to be saving yourselves. Why you weren't trying to care for the animal when you trying to save yourself from those animals?
I think animals should be locked up.
But that's the whole thing. That's the whole thing, AJ. We have to give them the correct habitat where they can thrive.
Gotcha.
Wait a minute. So to buy that logic, and I'm only doing this by your logic. It's not necessarily my position, but I'm going by your logic here. So therefore, if we're gonna call people animals, therefore some people might say you might be an animal, and therefore you might deserve to be locked up.
Yeah, if I started to show signs of animalistic traits, not being able to reason,
that's what
doing things like Pavlov's dog, where the bell is rung and then I start salivating. Well, you see that today, where sometimes people turn on certain music and they'll get on tables and they start, percolating going on.
Right.
That's animalistic activities.
They start bucking.
This nigga say percolating. God be goddamn. But anyway.
But Big J, if people want to still consider my motives as being an animal or animalistic, like I'm taking care of my business, that's fine, because I will look at that person. Maybe that's just the person that's considering me that is the one you need to watch.
But therefore, to buy that logic, I have to be watching you because you refer to certain people as animals.
We got to watch each other, man. But these animals, these wild beasts that's running around, we have to put them in the correct habitat. They don't know what they're doing, but they harming people.
Well, hold on, S.K.C. No, but what would you consider somebody that killed somebody, Big J? What would you call them?
Barbaric.
No, but I mean, okay, that's fine. But in the reality of things, what would you call them though? If somebody just killed somebody, what would you call them? Me, I call them a killer. Isn't that fair? That's fair, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then. So
I call them a wild beast.
Yeah, but here is the thing. Animals just don't kill just to kill. They kill.
Sometimes they do.
Sometimes, thank you. Sometimes they do. Big J. I thought you a guy that study. I think you would know that.
Yeah, but as a country boy who see animals. I see deer getting eat up and shit.
Big J, we here in Texas, and we know we got a wild boar problem. You get out in the field with them wild boars, they'll tear you down in a quick second.
Man, have you heard about that story about that black woman who was a nurse for that white couple? She got ate up.
They will tear you down in a quick second without even thinking twice about it. Without even thinking about it, Big J. But that's animal behavior. They're only doing what they instinctually programmed to do.
But see, I stay in Chicago, and we got a savage problem. Killer
problem.
savage.
And
that's what they're programmed to do. Thank you.
And I brought that up, AJ. I brought that up, AJ. And some people tried to put it off like this. They said this is what they told Jesse Lee P. S.K.C. This is what they told. They said, no, S.K.C. Savage, that's some type of hip hop thing. It's just a fad. And I said, no, because I hear when some people say savage, and then they back it up and say, he ain't about that life. So what that mean? That mean you got to be doing it for real, right?
Exactly. So what we talking about right now, Big J? But see,
we talking about animals.
Well, Big J, would I be considered a savage when I'm sitting back working? I'm taking care of my sons. I'm doing what I need to do.
No, I don't. But by your rhetoric, if we're gonna go by what's on YouTube, I don't know what you do in real life, but concerned about some of the stuff you be saying on YouTube is savage.
See, he just made my point. You see what I'm talking about? You see what I'm saying? And that's what I mean. Like with guys like Big J and other guys like him, that's why we can't win. That's why we divided.
Right now, Big J is dealing with a transition period. And he has a lot on his heart.
Yeah, facts.
A lot on his heart, man.
My bad.
And the last thing we need to do is get on Big J, because for a long time he been carrying this huge boulder on his back during his youth.
Like what?
During his youth, man.
Like what?
All this stuff about, thinking about what the next generation and what other people's kids are gonna do. You gotta have your own family, brother.
I'm looking at things from
what they doing and how they.
I'm looking at from a societal perspective. You looking at it from an individual perspective.
But that's not your fault.
But honestly, no. Hold on. I think now it is his fault, S.K.C. Because Big J know what's from right. Well, I will hope he knows what's right from wrong. But listen to what he just said.
I don't know. He may have been like Tarzan. He may have the wild animals may have.
Robin Hood, steal from the rich, give to the poor, knowing.
But don't you think you have a bigger and better impact on society when you're raising your own children, you're raising your own family? I mean, you have a direct impact on those people because those are the people who are in your life. I mean, even if you're trying to get out there and mentor and all this other kind of stuff, I mean, there's nothing like raising the people in your family under your own roof. I mean, that's kind of the most important thing. Forget the people on YouTube and the people down the street. What about the people inside the four walls of your damn house? What about those people? What about those people?
But you
What about
heard
them?
you heard what he just said though, brother X, because he went off YouTube that he would consider me savage. But I put up videos on videos of my kids with me doing well, me doing things for the community, and he still went off something that doesn't even, once again, condescending, but that's okay. I forgive you, Big J, that he would still consider me savage because I go after women with these broads. I don't call them women. That's sitting there that's actually savage, and I'm calling them out. But I'm the savage.
And what I'm my heart is sad.
Oh boy, here we go.
my heart is sad, man, because I see a young man here who he has so much life ahead of him, so many things to see and do and experience, and yet he feels tied down by a community that if something was to befall him tomorrow, that community wouldn't even say anything about Big J.
Well, what's that? Well, what's that saying? The road to the road to failure is filled with good intentions. So, I mean, your intentions can be good, and I don't really slight people who have these good intentions for people because I've done a lot of things for a lot of people in the past. Over the past, say, 15 years, I'm probably about $130,000 in on other people's shit. But I mean, when it comes down to it, man, like I said before, you have the most control over the people you have the most contact with. And 9 times out of 10, that's going to be the people under your roof. It ain't going to be them crazy fools down the block. It ain't going to be the dudes on the other side of town. It's just not. It's going to be the people who you have direct contact with. I had this conversation the other day. I was over on BMTs. And, I was telling them that, a lot of the shit y'all talk about on YouTube, it's not going to do anything for anyone. And they were giving me heat because they were like, oh, you say that, man, you make it worse. Bullshit. If you took my black ass off of YouTube right now and I never came back, ain't a damn thing gonna change by taking me off or taking me and 150 or 250 people like me off is not going to change the culture of YouTube. It's not. It is not. And it's definitely not going to change the culture of shit in the real world. Because for some reason, we believe that the shit we saying on YouTube is somehow changing the world. And you got people saying that shit who got like freaking 200 subscribers. Like, man, you got 200 subscribers. You get 30 views. Whose mind are you changing? You're probably not even changing those 30 people who watch your shit. So I think a lot of times we get it a little overinflated, this YouTube shit. We think we got these gigantic crowds and all this gigantic influence. And guess what, man? It's just not true. There's 40 some odd million freaking black people in this country. You lucky if you reach 2 of them Negroes out of that 40 some odd million. Now,
okay, I get that, brother X, but I'm not talking about content creator or me or me being content creator thinking, though, I'm going to change the world because I'm just having to be on you. I'm talking about the culture of the culture that produces the rhetoric. That's all I was trying to convey. I'm not talking about me per se. I'm talking about the culture itself.
Okay, I get that, but what I try to get people to understand, and maybe I'm coming a little anecdotally because of the way I think about this YouTube shit. But what I want people to understand is that even if you take the so-called people who spread propaganda and rhetoric, if you take 300 of those people off, guess what's going to happen? There'll be 600 more within a week saying the same shit, coming on the same time, having the same kind of panels. I mean, you can only control what you can control. If you think these people have a bad message or propaganda, the first person you should try to stop, the first person you should stop listening to them is you. Don't try to get Don't try to get other people to stop them from listening to them. The first person you need to
But
stop
do you,
is you.
But do you think those certain concepts should be challenged?
Yes, challenge them. Yes, but see, we live in a world. We live in a world now where you are allowed to say whatever you want to say. So you know what that means? Those people, even though you think their rhetoric is bad or counterintuitive or counterproductive, guess what? They have a right to say it, brother, just like you have a right to say what you want to say.
Right, like you want to critique them. And
They,
that's like I
they,
said, and you
they have a right to say whatever they want, man.
Facts.
I mean, we got to stop trying to make it seem, oh, you don't have a right to say that, but I got a right to say whatever I want because, see, my shit's better than yours. Come on, man. We got to get off of that shit, man.
I know.
And Big J, some people are gonna say what they want to say. Like the whole thing about percentages aren't real numbers. I mean, yeah, yeah, you say what you want to say. I'm gonna say differently, but I'm gonna have a lot of fun saying it, and I'm gonna make a lot of money saying it too.
I mean, you know, we can't stop people from saying what they want to say, man. You can challenge it all you want. Go ahead, challenge the hell out of it. But once we get to a place where we like, oh, you shouldn't be saying that. That I think we've gone too far. Once we got there. Once we got there telling you can't say this and you can't say that. Because guess what? If you can say that to one person, you know what that means? That means somebody can come and say it to you.
Well, brother X just hurt my little heart because you know I only got like 300 subscribers and I get
no. But I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about in general.
I'm talking shit, brother.
Yeah, in general, you can't stop people from saying what they want to say, man, just because you think it's bad.
I agree, but I was trying to get a shameless plug on like, you know, only got 300 subscribers. So
well, put your channel in. Well, you got a wrench in here. Spam your channel in the chat, man. And other folks, go ahead, spam Brother AJ's channel in the chat if you would, if you don't mind, because we about to wrap this up anyway.
Yeah.
Everybody, get your parting shots in. Whoever want to go can go.
Yeah. Let me get on out of here. I can't because I'm doing like 3 things at one time, Brother X. But if y'all can, just go sub my channel if you can, because
put it in the chat, brother. Put it in the chat.
Because I haven't been on the other channel yet. That's because I'm on. You know, I got like 3 computers, Brother X. I be doing like 50 things because I got another channel and I'm working on a project. I'm on some S.K.C shit right now, so I'm editing this other. That's why I can't. You know, I'm trying to get on his level. Hey, and I'm gonna email you, S.K.C. I know I owe you. I'm sorry. You've been at me for months. I got you. I'm going to give you what you've been wanting for months. I got you. Brother X, man, like I said, man, it's always a pleasure, man, to come up here and to have a discussion on a serious note. And I kind of was serious about what we like towards with me going off on you, Big J. But come on, bro. Like Brother X just said, man, it's just only fair. I told you this before. I'm okay with you critiquing me about what I say on my channel, but let's be fair, because when you do that, guess what? I'm gonna come back and critique you. But I need something factual. Let's not do this feeling shit because we're grown men, and that's the only reason when I be seeing you and the shit you be saying, and I'm just gonna say this is my opinion. I be feeling like that's your opinion. I don't do shit like that. The last video I show actual footage of black women doing evil shit, and you want to come on and talk about why can't we consider it evil women? Why can't we just consider it not black women doing this shit at all? That's all I'm asking, Big J, and I'm just saying this in general, period, here in Chicago. Damn, bro, that's all I'm saying. But like I say, bro, if you want to have a debate about this, I'm down for it, man. It is what it is, man. All right, y'all, man. I appreciate it, man. Everybody in the chat, man. Till next time, man.
Peace, brother AJ.
Hey, thanks, cool, man. Cool putting my he put it out there, man. I appreciate that.
Go ahead and spam Brother AJ's channel in the chat. Y'all Negroes, get on down there and subscribe. God damn it.
All right, brother X. You know what it is, man. Man, love to you, bro, man. For sure.
Peace. Brother Big J.
I enjoyed my time with you, Big J.
Yeah. I enjoyed it. except for the last hour. I mean, I enjoy that shit. I didn't enjoy that at all.
Well, brother Big J, you know you always welcome up here, man. Even though I disagree with your ass sometime, you always welcome up here, brother.
Right.
Any parting shots?
Well, could we walk away from this, Big J, as brothers and friends? Because
Okay,
I mean, after you didn't, got a lot of stuff off your heart, I feel indebted to you, brother.
Why?
Because it's like you're carrying a huge load.
Well, maybe I do, but anyway, at least the conversation is better than little Big Nate conversation from last week. So on that case, I won.
Okay, yeah, that's a good accomplishment, brother.
Yeah.
But I really want you to, because I be hearing you sometimes. I really want you to take from this conversation and relax a little bit more, open your mind to, enjoying your life, because life is short, brother. And worrying about, what all these different people are doing and what the community or the race and where it's going, and it's like, come on, brother. You started off this whole thing with scripture. Well, Moses said that we have 70 years, 80 if we're especially great. Some of us are halfway there. Come on, bro. You got to live your life. I'll leave it at that. I tell what you later, X.
Peace, Brother Supreme. Any parting shots, Brother Big J?
No, I have to put parting shots.
All right. Well, I'll holler at you, man. Peace.
All right. Peace.
Yeah, we're going to go ahead and wrap it up, man. It's been a long night, man. 3 hours, 31 minutes. Well, actually, 3 hours, 32 minutes and 4-second mark. Yeah, man, good shit tonight, man. Good shit tonight, as always. It was actually a pretty calm, laid back, measured debate. I mean, brother, Big J was really calm tonight, man. He's usually up here going ham, but he's very calm in the debate. Y'all say brother S.K.C won it, so there it is. But before we go, I got to hit y'all in the head one more time with T.P.O.T's programming notes. Yeah. Go ahead and turn this shit on. Yeah, one more time, man, with the programming notes, man, so you Negroes don't forget. Tuesday, Brother TVA will be here squaring off, and I believe he might be squaring off with like 2 or 3 people, y'all. I don't even know yet because I haven't gotten confirmation, but quite a few people want a piece of Brother TVA, and he will be debating whether or not white males are oppressed in this country. That's right, and he might be squaring off with 2 or 3 people, y'all. I don't even know how it's gonna go down. But yeah, it's going to be a good one because TVA said he want to take them all on. So I'll see you Tuesday night, 9:30 p.m. Eastern time, right here on the T.P.O.T YouTube page. You Negroes know. Then Thursday is Dark Exodus night, and we'll be doing an Evo show, emasculation, vilification, and ostracization of the brothers. That's also 9:30 p.m. Eastern time, right here on the T.P.O.T YouTube page. Then we end the week off Saturday night with the one and only For the Record TV crew will be in the house. All of them too. Brother Brandon L, Lady Topaz, and Brother Third Ward will be in the house next Saturday. That's a week from tonight. So make sure you hear. We're probably going to jump that one off at 9 p.m. Eastern because y'all know on Saturdays we usually start a little earlier. So make sure you hear, man, and check out my folks For the Record TV because they will be in the house. All right. All right. So with that, We're going to wrap it up. And I appreciate everybody coming through tonight, man. I appreciate brother AJ coming through tonight. And of course, the official timekeeper of the T.P.O.T debates, the one and only brother K.I.T. Go down there and check him out as well. But also, I would like to shout out brother Supreme and brother Big J XXX for coming through tonight, man, and giving us a nice, calm, measured debate. One of the milder ones. I gotta admit it, one of the milder ones. But we throwing down again, man, Tuesday night, man, and that one may not be so mild. But I appreciate the cash apps and the super chats, man. But most importantly, man, I appreciate you good folks out there, man, and the good folks who hang out up in here, man. All right. I appreciate that more than your money, man. It's more important. What's more important is your participation, man. You know, you could have been anywhere on a Saturday night, man, and you decided to be here, man. And I want you to know that I don't take it lightly. I never have and I never will. And I appreciate all you good folks. All right. All right. So with that, I will leave you good folk with 3 words. You know, and I'll see y'all asses Tuesday night. You know, like I always do.
Hours of power.
Debates. Open your minds.
Hours of power.
And so a community is where you control your police, you control your commerce, you control your education, you control your house. We don't control none of that. We live in a hood. Huh? Well, what about the Negroes that get out? Oh, well, say, my cousin, they say he's a multi-millionaire, almost got $1 billion. 3 PhDs, working on 2 more. Driving down the street in Chicago in his Rolls Royce, enjoying himself, and he hears these sirens and looks through the mirror and sees this cop car flashing lights. He squeezed the steering wheel, man. Heart beats fast. Because he knows the price of a Negro, what it could be. And then when that cop car passed him by, he said, thank God he wasn't after you in the first place, Paul. That Negro thing you can't get away from. It's universal. They wasn't coming after you with all your millions, with your Rolls Royce, with your PhD, didn't help. That's the hood. Huh? Why do you think you never pick up the paper till you read over and over and see white families? They think it's thousands of black cops in America. Why don't you see white families crying as black cops shot my loved one 40 times in the back of the head? Why do you think black cops are better? Think they're more spiritual? Think they're better? No! They got enough sense to know that white folks ain't gonna tolerate it. And I will stop in our neighborhood when we decide we will not tolerate it. Now, if we was organized, which is hard to organize people who are just gonna run crazy and you don't know you're crazy. But if we were, with the money we have, and the many people who would come to our aid that don't know what it's like to be a Negro, and we said, if we said, look, we saying, if we don't get a federal law to deal with police brutality, that anytime a cop or anybody carry a gun, have to have a license, just like you used to drive a car. And if you use it wrong, then you lose your license. And if it's upheld, you can never work again as a cop or a store guard or a private detective. How do you get Congress to push that through? Well, you take your economic power and you call on your friends, black, white, young and old, and say this coming Christmas, if we don't have a federal law to outlaw police brutality by law, if we call them for a nationwide boycott of Christmas and start on Thanksgiving. Well, let me tell you what that means. 79% of all retail in America happens between Thanksgiving and Christmas. People stay in business all year, lose money just for Christmas, huh? Well, what happens now? Factory Avenue, Toys R Us, Sears and Roebuck, Westinghouse. They will get the bill, and all they got to do is make one phone call and say, Harry, that's the senator, I want that bill pushed through in 3 days. Okay, it's an economic thing. It's that simple. But we have the power, but the system has wiped us out so bad.
Hours of power. Hours of power. Hours of power.
Copy. Santana Lincoln 6. Go ahead. Clear suspect down 10-4. 10-4. The officer's code 4. We have one suspect that's been shot.
Open your mind.
Only from T.P.O.T. Media. Open your mind.